Bren Chong Cup is back with an incomparable prize pool of $40,000 and open to everyone. The competition will be divided into 4 regions: North America, Asia, Latin America and Europe, and also in 4 stages. The second will be the regional group stage. Starting on January 9, the 16 players from each region coming from the qualifiers will advance to the group stage, where they will test their potential against 16 players from the Clash Royale elite. These 32 players from each region will be divided into 4 groups of 8, and in a round-robin format, they will fight to advance to Phase 3. The regional finals will take place from January 28 to 31 and will feature the 16 best classified from each continent. A single elimination bracket will determine the 3 representatives of each region. We will have a world final of the Bren Chong Cup for the first time, where it will be decided who is the best player on the planet. We will have live streamings in many languages: English, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, German. In short, that all of you will be able to follow the action. To follow all what happens in the competition, keep an eye on the Revel IMAR social networks and the Appgrade application. Thank Bren Chong for sponsoring this competition and making this event possible. Bren Chong Cup 2. Get ready for the show.
Get ready indeed for Day 3 in the European region of the Bren Chong Cup 2. Hello, welcome everybody. I'm Rich Slaton, caster for Clash Royale League, here with you for the Bren Chong Cup 2, the entirety of the European region. And of course, I'm here again for the North American region. If you want to get that Asia or Latin American action, here's the link for you in chat right now on the YouTube side of things. Oh, that's the Espanol chat. Hey, if you want to watch in Spanish, go ahead and check out Revel on Twitch. If you want to keep up with the Asia and Latin America regions for Bren Chong Cup 2, here comes the link for that in just a second into the chat. You can go and follow Cashman on Twitch doing that. Both of those regions, Asia is earlier in the day for this portion of it, and then of course LATAM will be coming at the same time as North America next week. And today we do have a really excellent group. I believe we'll be seeing a little tour through the group in just a couple of moments, and let's go ahead and see if they're bringing it up. Yes, they are. Here is our group for the day, and ooh boy, it's a doozy. Of course, the big star, the number one of the guys who might be a favorite to win the whole thing, Ruben of Team Queso, the defending world champion, defending CRL Western champion as well. Bale, who had a good breakout year this year, and of course one of the long-standing stars of Clash Royale overall, the Spaniard Soking. Rounding it out, Youssef, Bobtherock, Dominik, Nikola, and Saab. Of course, we did have open qualifiers for this as well, so a lot of different kinds of players in here, big-name pros and people who are fighting their way for more recognition. Here's a look at the schedule for today. We are doing half of the group today. Half of the group we'll do again in a few days. All of the 8 players in the group will play today, but we'll get through half of our round-robin matches. Every single person playing a best-of-3 match today, or multiple best-of-3s. That'll be the format. BO3 the entire way through. We are also doing ban on first loss. What does that mean? Well, it means that once there are no bans to open up the game, once a player takes a loss in a match, then they have the option to ban a card for the remaining 1 or 2 games, meaning that neither player can play that card for those remaining games in the best-of-3. So that's our format. We're going to do a full round robin, meaning each of the 8 players in a group will play the other 7 players in that group one time. Once we get through the group stage, the top 4 players from each group move on and to our next stage of the tournament, and also the top 3 players from each region from each group. The top 3 players from each region, once we get there, will also be able to have a shot at part of that prize pool. So again, the group stage, top 4 from each group move on. We'll then go to the regional finals, where there will be the 16 top players from the 32-person region, and the top 3 from those will get prize pool. The top 4 from that, I believe, move on to our finals. I need to double check on that last little piece there. If you want to correct me or find out if I'm telling the truth on some of those rules, there's the rules being linked in the chat right now. You can go check that out and get the full lowdown on exactly how everything is going forward. But guess what? Here's the important part. How much money are they trying to win? A piece of $40,000. That's right, $40,000, the total prize pool. It will be distributed partially in the regional finals in the European, North American, Asian and Latin American finals, but then also the big chunk of it will come out into the absolute grand finals, where the top prize for this tournament is 15,000. I think it's 15,000 euros, not dollars, but euros are worth more than dollars, I think, so that's pretty awesome. And I'm pretty excited for these matches today. Let's go and take a look at the chat here for a moment on the YouTube side. Let's see. Roberto Ochoa saying, I speak Spanish, but I prefer to be here. CR7 guy from Trovo. Hey, CR7 guy, thanks for stopping by. Bri Gaming, what's up to you as well? Ryan Schmatz played a grand challenge today and got matched up against Morton in my 4th match. You didn't say that you won, so that makes me feel like things didn't go exactly as planned in that situation. Speaking of plans, have you planned to download the Appgrade app yet? APPGRADE, the Appgrade app, one of the supporters of this tournament, of this event overall, and a place where you can follow along with all the information you need for this event, matchups, standings, all that sort of stuff available right there on your mobile device, right there at your thumb tips at all times. Let's take a look at some more of the chat here. I understand Cashman now and you 2 months ago when you had to wake up at 6 a.m. in the East to cast, but it's paying off because it's such good gameplay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the early morning casts can be brutal. And when I didn't have to just wake up at 6 a.m. Excuse me. For CRO World Finals, I had to be awake overnight. We didn't start until about 10 p.m. my time and would end around 6 a.m. my time. So for CRO World Finals, it was crazy. Let's take a look at the Twitch chat here for a moment. Latak saying, what's up, Rich? Good to see you here, buddy. No candy, only Wi-Fi. Both of those two will be in the North American region when we get to that next week. Tamed by the Lion saying, hello, Rich. Thanks for your positive vibes over the year. You're a big reason for me to still play and watch this game. Dude, that means a lot. I hope that you get to enjoy yourself and, yeah, try to keep it as fun as we can all the way through here. How can we see the whole groups in all of the regions? You know what? Follow me on Twitter, and I'll link Revel. I need to think about that. How do you see? I don't know. Oh, you know what? Appgrade. You see the thing you're looking at right now? Oh, it's on this side of the screen. The Appgrade app. That's actually a great way to see all the things. So one of the sponsors of the event, Appgrade, APPGRADE. And no, I don't have the download link. Sorry. Appgrade, you can get it in the App Store. And that's a way you can see all the groups and all the standings and everything you want to know about the Bren Chong Cup 2. Also, I believe that if you go to Royale API, there's a portal for the Bren Chong Cup 2 there as well that has all that information, so go ahead and check that out as well. DJ Sreya saying, hey Rich, thank you for your great stream, super excited for today's matches, and also thank you, Bren Chong, for putting on this event. Yes, thank you very much to both Bren Chong and Supercell for supporting the sort of grassroots or the third-party events here in CR. It means a lot, and it ends up being very cool. Let's go ahead and jump over here. Oh, I guess not. We're going to the gameplay, but we're not quite going to the gameplay yet. Ooh, No Candy and Latak, turns out, are the exact first match of the Bren Chong Cup 2 in the American, or in the North American region. Very cool. Does Mohammed Light play in this tournament? MRJ Dodger, I'm not sure. I actually don't know the answer to that question. He's Egyptian, so I'd assume that he would be, I mean, he could be either in the European region, which would be this region, which maybe, or he's in the Asian region. So I'm not sure if Mo Light is playing. Happy belated birthday to someone in Jupiter King. Well, oh yeah, happy birthday Jupiter King, I believe, who turned 17 just recently. Good on him. Guys, if you're just joining us right now and you haven't yet, go ahead, of course, hit subscribe on the channel. What does that do? Well, that gets you a chance to watch everything. That's the best stuff in Clash Royale esports. Also some fun guides, things like that. And just to support me as well. And I know that you really want to, that supporting me is the #1 most important priority you have in life, above breathing, above drinking water. And I appreciate that. I want to help you make it easier. Oh, no shades on today? Good idea. Boom. That's a very good point there. That's a very good point there. Got to get the stunners on. Got to get the stunners all the way on. And they'll be coming on and off throughout the day as we flow from game to game. I'll throw you guys some different looks. I don't think I actually threw. God, the drip is so heavy over here. Where did my greens go? The problem with my greens, I'll give you a little look here for a second. The problem with my greens is the green screen, but we'll see those there as well. So waiting here on our first matchup of the day, let me go ahead and pull up the full match schedule here in just a moment so that I can give you guys everything you need to know about how today is going to go down. And I can keep you guys informed as we go through piece by piece on today's match schedule. Ooh, we are jumping into our first match, so no more wasted time. Let's go. Soking and Dominik. And Dominik going with the order to open up. That is very loud gameplay. There we go. Let's bring that gameplay down a little bit. We don't need the gameplay to be that loud, do we? No, I don't think so. So, Mortar GY for Dominik. And Soking so far with the Valk and the Flying Machine. Looking like it might be lava here for the Spaniard. We'll see if he keeps going in that direction. Is Surgical Goblin in this tournament? Surgical Goblin's retired from Clash Royale. So, I doubt it. I don't think he's in this tournament or any more tournaments. But if, you know, he's looking for a third in Fortnite, I keep on seeing him post on Twitter. Mortar goes to the left-hand side. Miner puts pressure on the right-hand side. So just Mortar bait, not going Mortar GY here is Dominik. And Balloon to the right-hand side behind the Brawler. And look at that. Zap and arrows together always feels just a little... Oh, the missed snowball. Doom on Dominik. What a brutal, brutal move to do in your opening game against someone that you've probably watched play a lot of Clash Royale. To go ahead and just completely fat finger that snowball, mistime it. And Zap plus arrows should be really good for Soking here, but neither in cycle at the moment. And there you go. Kaboom. Zap a little bit early, and that's going to be a whole lot of damage. 118 remaining on the right-hand side. Why does it say Surgical Goblin in the description? I don't have any Surgical Goblin in the description. Oh, Hardway, that's a joke. I see what you did there. You made a funny. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, those happen sometimes. 118 on the right-hand side. Soking hasn't yet built up a big, big, big push. You gotta wonder if at some point he just sacks tower and goes for it, but so far that's not been the game plan. It might be what he does here. Of course, he's gonna be sacking 2 towers, so now he has to commit himself to a 3 crown, and hope he has some way to deal with those minions on the minion horde. Fly Machine still alive, that's very helpful for Soking, and Balloon goes opposite lane here, so maybe he's betting that he can get the right-hand tower and the left-hand tower together. That's going to be a pretty big bet. Snowball does push the Fly Machine back on the left-hand side. That Balloon not going to get a drop on the right, I don't believe. Even with the arrows, no, it does not. And that's going to be a GG well played. Some miscalculations there for Soking. No, I really have Super Surgical Goblin in the description. There's no way that I have Surgical Goblin in the description for this. Really? Let me check that. Let me check that. Oh. Maybe he was meant to be in here at one point? You're right. I'm going to delete that because Surgical Goblin is not playing today. Whoops. He must have been someone who was booked on the earlier items. Let me go ahead and fix that really quick. Yeah, I guess he was replaced. Because I copy these descriptions directly from another document. So there you go. You seem a little tired. Well, yes, I am always tired. That's number 1. And number 2, Baby Boy Slaton's asleep in the next room, so I'm trying to let him, like, settle down and really get into a deep sleep before I hit those big-time notes the whole way through. Let me go ahead and replace the lineup for today. Who came in to replace him? Let's see. We have Ruben, Bob, Bale, Dominik, Soking, Nikola, Youssef. Okay, so Youssef is the guy I need to go and throw in there. Boom. And now the description has been fixed. Apologies to everybody for the inaccurate description at one point. I copied those straight from the original document. He's not in. Here we go. Let's jump into our next one. Hey, Rich, your voice is a bit tired. You need a co-caster. Of course I need a co-caster. I will have a co-caster tomorrow. And, of course, I would, like, hit the big vocal notes today. But, again, like I said, there's a 2-year-old asleep in the next room. And I don't know if you know this about 2-year-olds. They need sleep. Here we go. Game number 2. Dominik up 1. And Soking gets aggressive with the RG in the opposite lane. The second that Lava Hound comes out, looking like it might be Lava Clone here for Doom. Does Baby Slaton play CR? No, he's 2. And Inferno Dragon to the right-hand side. Electro Spirit will stop that from getting into the 3rd degree, but still significant burn on that right-hand tower, left-hand tower. Mostly saved here, but a good timing with the miner there. And Dominik already calling the good game on Soking. The young German going hard early on. We'll see if he's able to go ahead and get that actual win here, because look at that right-hand tower of Dooms, down to 756. So that's an early good game to be calling here. And I don't know, that does not always work out well. BM and then Lava first place, says Alex. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Danny Tran, are you and Andrew good friends with the work? No, Andrew and I are really good friends. We're, in a lot of ways, more like brothers, honestly. We don't see each other very often, even when we lived in LA. We lived in a different part of town, and living in a different part of Los Angeles is maybe the same as living across in a different country, almost. And of course, now we live in different states, but good buddies. Here we go to the right-hand side. Fisherman does a couple big slaps, tower down on both directions. And I don't typically root for one player or another, but the good game early from Dominik has me rooting for Soking in this one. Royal Giant in the pocket, cage to pick up. And Dune Lavas to the side away from the pocket play. And that Hunter should get completely absorbed, and that Giant Skeleton can get burned in a bad spot here for Soking. I don't think that GS gets all the way, and even if it does, oh, we'll get all the way, so we'll get a DS bomb on that King Tower, but honestly, you're not that concerned about a Giant Skeleton on a King Tower at this stage in the game. This is ban on first loss, guys. I don't know why there's no ban on Soking's side. Maybe he chose not to. You do have the right to decline your ban if you so choose. So maybe that's what happened with Soking. It's possible he chose to decline the option of a ban. Bomb will explode, take care of the Inferno Dragon. Right now it is Dominik with a significant lead here with 1:45 left in the game. Royal Giant opposite lane for Soking. Royal Giant connects left-hand side, and now Soking Doom working to stop that RG with a little bit of minor play. Not going to be enough, though. That's going to be a significant hit, and now with the Royal Giant in the pocket and no cage to stop it, there you have it. Oh, no, it just stopped. Soking dropped the cry face emote. Zappy's trying to save his tower. Can Soking get around quickly enough? Oh my gosh, the BM's in both directions. 23 HP, 23 HP. Can Soking get there? Baby Dragon in the pocket. What's going to happen? Ooh! What a crazy, crazy finish that was. The BM on top of the BM on top of a 23 HP finish. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. That was crazy. Oh, man. That's why I love this game. That's why I love this game. And I can see, I mean, I'm going to show you guys Revel's face real quick. Oh, he's not, he had his hands on his head. I wanted to show you Revel because he was also freaking out here. Man, what a fun ending. Back and forth and back and forth. Pretty wild. Pretty wild indeed. Rich, what music do you like? I like a lot of different music. There's not like anything specific that I'm like, I love this. What I love is, you know what I would love? As I've said this before on streams many times, I would love if people ask about like what are things you would add to Clash Royale. I would add different versions of the Clash Royale theme that you can unlock through the Pass Royale or through ladder rewards, right? So like, you know, an EDM version of the Clash Royale theme, bluegrass version of the Clash Royale theme, like just lots of different takes on it, hard rock version. You know, something like so Apex does that. You can unlock different versions of the Apex theme. So I think that would be really cool in Clash Royale to get different versions of the CR theme to unlock. That would make me really happy. Let's see. Thanos, thanks for joining over on Twitch. Thanks everyone joining on Twitch as well. And of course, those of you guys here on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Our game number 3 coming here in just a moment. I don't know what the plan is with bans, and I also don't know. I'm assuming that Soking just chose to decline his ban early on. So I'll let you know if I hear anything more about that. But for now, we're going to be getting back to game number 3 in just one moment. Rich, the stinger automatically drops the volume on your mic so you're almost unintelligible during transitions. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, actually. Let me go to the properties of that stinger maybe, and I can see if I can mute the stinger. Audio monitoring. Oh, audio fade style. Crossfade. Boom. Let's see if that fixes it. We'll see if that one fixes it here in a moment. You know what? Let's go ahead and just and test. Oh, let's go ahead and test it right now. Did that fix the situation with the audio being crossfade rather than in and out? We'll see. Who knows? Here we go to our next one. Game number 3, Soking and Dominik. They've already put on a pretty good show so far. And I'm having a good time to kick things off. Who are the dirtiest BMers in your opinion? Hasham, anyone who's playing against me. That's the dirtiest BMers in my humble opinion. Youssef to the left-hand lane to open up for Doom. And Soking going to the right, or going to the left to meet him. Dominik playing out of Germany. Does have some experience in some competitive play. Made it fairly far along in draft duels, which is going on right now. Top 3 in draft duels with his squad. Plays in Gems and Clash League. Clash with a Q League, whatever you want to call it. And does have a number 2 finish in a global tournament back in 2019. Soking, of course, if you need his introductions, then you probably have not played much in the way of Clash Royale. Miner goes to the right-hand side. You've seen Soking going with Sparky here in this one. Are you proud that your city has more citizens than 2 Croatians? I don't think population size is necessarily like a point of pride one way or the other. Also, I don't live in Los Angeles anymore. I am now in Austin, Texas. And good idea on the zap out of Dominik. You get exactly what he was going for there, trying to stick that Sparky right there, stop the Sparky shot, and then also take it out with the Prince. Put a well-timed Dark Prince out of his opponent. Shut that one down. Fireball at the bridge. Ewiz. Absolutely gone. I'm pretty sure I saw an Ewiz come out. Was that the mini P.E.K.K.A taking it off the board? Hey Rich, have you ever played Diablo 2? Jonathan Stromberg, not only have I played Diablo 2, I had the full Tall Rasha set on my Sorceress. GG, well played, sir. Sparky to the left-hand lane here for Soking. And Musketeer connects on the right-hand side for a ton of damage. Doom just completely ignoring the Musketeer on that left-hand side. That feels like a bit of a mistake here for Dominik. Yes, there's no true direct damage for Soking beyond the zap, but oh boy, Sparky sets up to the right-hand lane and another ignored Musketeer. Dominik, I guess, betting that he can play good enough defense when he wants, since he's not against a big spell. Fireball into the right-hand side, and Miner does get a little bit more done on that Sparky. Sparky does take out the Giant. Dark Prince survives. Dark Prince going to get 1 shot. Is going to get 2 shots. 1 shot from the Dark Prince, 10:44 remaining, 90 seconds left. Goblin Giant with the huge setup on the right-hand side for Soking. And the Rage comes in for the Spaniard. Zap not enough to get. Actually, I'm not sure whose zap that was now that I think about it. And another good game being called here by Doom. And again, the mini P.E.K.K.A comes out. That Miner is going off on its own. What does Soking do here to stop this? I'm not sure. Goblin Giant does come out. Fireball Zap takes out the Musketeer. Miner goes down, and Soking has nothing to stop it. Electro Spirit, Dark Prince does pick it up. 133, but that's Fireball range here. Trying to get his way through right now is Soking. Can't do it. Fireball comes down. GG, well played. And Dominik getting a big-time win. And, oof, the BM is pretty heavy here. Pretty heavy BM out of the young German. What about World of Warcraft? On World of Warcraft, I was a Resto Shaman. Back in the vanilla days, all the way through playing 40-mans. Played through Burning Crusade, then I stopped. So there's your answers on my gaming history. In fact, actually, I should tweet it out, but I'll show you guys the picture here on stream for the moment while we're waiting for our next match. If you want to talk about my gamer history, my gamer history runs real deep. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus here for a second. Let me do this to get the camera focus. Boom! There's a young Rich Slaton. That's probably around early 1990s, I believe. Late 80s, early 90s. Probably about early 90s. Home with the original Game Boy. So there you go. That's young Rich Slaton right there. I guess I'd put that around 1990, 1991, somewhere in that range. So there you go. It's actually, you can see I'm playing the original Game Boy Mario on there. Crush that game. I could beat it every time. Just full runs. Where can I see the bracket? We are not in the bracket stage, guys. At the moment, we are in the group stage. You can get all that information on Appgrade, one of our sponsors there, right there. That sponsor right there. There we go. Boom. Appgrade, APPGRADE. And that will give you all your information about the event. That will give you the groups, results, everything. All of that right now on the Appgrade app. Go ahead, check that out to follow along with the event. Rich, do you think the Mother Rich should get a rework? Maybe. I don't know. I don't play it, and I played against it very little. I run a lot of small, small troop, quick cycle decks, so I kind of think she's annoying. But, you know, to each person. Hey, Luis Partida, thanks for coming. Shout out to Indonesia. I saw someone comment about that there in the chat as well. Coming up next on our list of matches for today, Bobtherock and Youssef will be coming at you here in just a moment, so we'll keep an eye on when Bob and Youssef do actually come out. Should be with that one in just a couple of minutes. And let's see, where is... Oh, there we go. There we go. Just checking some of my levels here, making sure everything's working well. So our first result of the day, Dominik taking down Soking in 3 with a lot of BM, a lot of emoting, a lot of cry face. We'll see. You know, there are not a lot of BMers who go really far in these kind of tournaments. I don't know if there's like a relationship there or if it's bad karma, whatever it is. But my guess is if you're trying to win a lot of money, that you usually lower the BM rate and focus on the gameplay. But, you know, I'm not playing, so there you go. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and jump in to match number 2 on the day. The Dutchman, Bobtherock, up against Youssef. You ever notice that the mini Pekka has LeBron James at spawn? That's actually really great, Charlie. That's a solid one. GG, well played. Zappy's split. We'll see if he's going RGGS for Bob. And Youssef with Knight and then Archers. So going to be either Hog EQ or potentially 3.0. We don't really see much in the way of 3.0 these days. No real Expo, not much Expo play at all at the moment. Bomb Tower makes sure it's definitely Hog EQ. How do you get into one of these tournaments? There are open qualifiers for these, Matthew. Keep an eye on following. You can follow me on Twitter. You can also follow Revel Amar on Twitter. Oh, that Twitter link does not go to YouTube. Let me go ahead and send that to YouTube here. Boom. There you go. There's a lot of Rich Slaton in there. Rich, are you a Buddhist? No, I'm not. I am Jewish. But Buddhism seems pretty cool. But I am not. Had a babysitter who was Buddhist when I was younger. Zappy split, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Yeah, Georgie saying Fred is not good in my opinion. Fred, a.k.a. Expo, a.k.a. Fred. Let's a.k.a. that back and forth. And just straight up EQ cycle on the left takes care of the shields. Log behind that. Surprised Youssef didn't split and throw the log on the right-hand side for those shields, but do as you will. Wait, did Nightbot on Twitch just tell me not to post links? That's hilarious. It'd be great if I got banned from my own Twitch chat. Here we go. Final minute. Double elixir time on its way. And just still EQ cycle on the left-hand side for those shields. And I guess you understand the idea why Youssef is going to go ahead and log this side as well and not worry about the shields on the right-hand side, although I do disagree with that. I understand why he's doing it because he just wants to stack up all that spell damage in one lane. So we'll let the bomb tower go ahead and deal with the... Actually, you know what? Great idea. Never mind. I said I disagree with it. Now I agree with it. Go ahead and throw the EQ and log same lane. Keep that going to that left-hand side. Keep chipping down that tower. Let the bomb tower do its work on the remaining recruits. There you go. How do we give support? Guys, well, you can support by liking this video. You can support by by subscribing to the channel. You can support by super chatting if you want to be super, super cool. You can also support by using code RICH in the shop. R-I-C-H for all your Supercell games. All right, to the left-hand side. Going to try to go ahead and get on tower. Not going to make it. Still the chip comes in. And Bob just can't seem to get any offense going. The spell work from Youssef has been directly on point. And the bomb tower, of course, locking things down. The young Italian, 8.3K personal best on ladder. Showcasing his skills here right now. Hog comes into the left-hand side. Zappy's in front. And look at that Hunter. That's a good use of the Hunter to move the Hog outside away from that Goblin cage. And now a 4-2 split. Bob knowing he has to put more pressure on that right-hand side and wants to force spell play on that right-hand side. That's why he's going 4-2 that direction. And Youssef doesn't have to. Youssef can just keep on playing bomb towers low, engage the recruits high in front of the bomb tower, and let the bomb tower do its job. The second set, though, this is where things could get a little bit dicey. Can Youssef get back to a second bomb tower? This deck does cycle very quickly, and he does. Flying Machine staying alive is good news here, though, for Bob. And now here we go. Piggies to the left-hand lane. The full 10-piece, 6-man with the Royal Hogs. Bob in the lead right now. Youssef just cycling hard on the left-hand side. Final 10 seconds. If Youssef can't get through, I don't think he can do enough here with Qs and logs to get this thing won. Hog has to go ahead and connect, but Cage gets high, and there you go. Bob plays the slow game and gets the win. G to the G, well to the play. That was a great game by Bob. That was a phenomenal, phenomenal game by Bob. Nice work. Nice work indeed. Got to give him a little applause here for Bob the Rock taking that one down. I mean, he did a good job. I mean, he continued to force the pressure in both those lanes. Didn't worry too much. Youssef was doing the same thing, just hitting that same lane on the left-hand side. EQ cycle that wasn't getting as much value a lot of the time, right? You saw some later EQ cycle that didn't get the recruits. The EQ and log cycle over and over and over again, but he couldn't get a hog connection. And Bob did a really good job on that last sequence, right? Of once we got into triple elixir, first set of recruits, second set of recruits, Flying Machine harassing, and he was just trying to open up enough room for all he needed was one. Just one really good Royal Hogs push, and he got it. So GG, and that's a nice game there from Bob. And there you go, Jonathan Stromberg. Hey, thank you very much. Thanks, Rich. You're dope. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support in the chat. That means a lot. And yeah, thanks for. I hope that you enjoy this. Hope you have some fun. Hope this is a good way to blow some time on a Tuesday. Let's go ahead and jump back in to game number 1. Why does Youssef have no photo? Alexander, that is Youssef's photo. He's a silhouette. That's how he looks. And honestly, you shouldn't make fun of him for it because he's very sensitive about it. Ice Spirit to the left-hand side for Youssef. Going fast cycle again is the Italian. And could he be going Expo? Ice Spirit log. Bats. So he is not. Bats make it feel like it's going to be balloon. We'll see if that's the case. Youssef's best finish on ladder, 82nd. So does have a top 100 finish. And of course is also a 20-win challenge winner. Bowler to the right-hand side. So looking like balloon, most likely Loon Freeze here for Bob. Oh, Sam, you shared a replay in the chat. Oh, is that the one of you against Mohamed Parsa? I'll check it out. The bowler is really silly. Bowling, bowling, bowling. I don't know why that cracks me up. So no King Tower activation attempt here from Bob, instead pulling back with the NATO, and he knows he would have loved a King Tower activation but couldn't because of the danger there of having that Hog die before the King Tower activation. Hog Princess for Youssef. What an interesting choice. Even seen a bit more of Hog Mini P.E.K.K.A. Princess. This is kind of old school. I believe Firewolf, formerly of TSM in the first season from CRL North America, CRL NA. I believe that Firewolf used to be a Hog Mini P.E.K.K.A. Princess player. Good control of the Lumberjack here, setting up his Princess nicely as Youssef. And no big spell here. If Youssef can, as his game goes on, put Princesses low, separate them enough so that the NATO's not going to be a complete wipe, start to stack Princesses. Every time you have 2 Princesses on the board, that's real bad news for your opponent. We'll see if he can make more of that happen. Log to the left-hand side. Baby Dragon needs to be picked up. There you go with the Ice Cold. This balloon going to slide on through, and the rocket on the balloon. Rocket plus a ton of control, even though so far not a ton has happened yet. And there goes Bob, missing the King Tower activation. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Yeesh. Yuck. Oh, boy. Hog should sneak on through and get 1 shot, maybe 2. Just gets the 1, 888 on the left-hand side, 740 on the right, so keep an eye on both lanes for the moment. Balloon comes in, Ice Golem doesn't kite, and pulls all that together, and that's why, to get that rocket right there on the balloon. The freeze does come down. He's going to get, I think, 1 shot. No, yes, he does. The bat's not quite there in time. Bob calling good game now. Hog goes to the right-hand side. NATO not needed here, I don't believe. No, the NATO would have been nice here. 476, 404 remaining. And yeah, that's going to be a GG well played here. Youssef just needs to cycle a little bit. He'll get this one done. Going to play real soft here, though. Going to go ahead and rocket this down. And then the Ice Spirit was just a little extra insurance on the right-hand side. But now they both know for the good game. Youssef with the, or Bob with a little bit of NATO. Rocket should be right here. 1 card away, I guess, still. Or is it, there we go. There's the rocket. There's the GG. And we're going to game number 3. Very well done. Very well done. That was a pretty brutal matchup over there. Let's take a look at the Twitch chat here. Well, I'm not going to get involved in that Twitch chat. You guys go ahead and mod yourselves over there for a minute. Over on YouTube, Omotayo saying Youssef can cycle bats and princesses is not over because his opponent has freeze. Yeah, and we saw that. The rocket, the bats, the princesses, and of course the Ice Spirit. All different ways that Youssef had to deal with those balloon freeze pushes, and you saw there at the end the ability to stop the balloon even with the well-timed freeze after the rocket. So that was nice. Elliot Krantz with the comment, it would be cool to have a new thing on CR. We see how many times 2 players are playing have faced each other, and percentage of wins each person has on ladder. I think that's hard to track, but that would be very cool. I'd love that information too. Rich, are you from Israel? No, I've been multiple times, but I am not. I am from California. Pretty excited for Ruben, but before that, we have game number 3 of Bobtherock and Youssef. So here we go. Game number 3. SKV responsible. SK6 responsible, maybe? Hi, Rich. Hope you're having a great day and continue to. Thank you very much, man. I hope that I do, too. And I hope you have a great day as well. Here we go. Dark Prince to the left-hand side. Miner and Knight for Youssef. Bans are Hog Rider and Goblin Cage. So neither of those 2 can appear throughout the remainder of this game. And Magic Archer doesn't get the lineup, and the King Tower activation from Bob. Nicely played. That's a solid King Tower activation. Of course, could have done that against a Miner at some point as well, but took care of the Magic Archer damage perfectly and got the tower damage as well. Nicely played there by the Dutchman. Dark Prince picked up by the Knight. And look at that. Wall breakers, I think, sneak through. No, the NATO. Nice NATO. So you read Twitch and YouTube chat. I do my best, Mohammed. I try to cover the gameplay, have a good time, read both the chats the best I can. I mostly read the YouTube chat. I pop in on Twitch occasionally. You see how much damage reduction that King Tower activation gets. Elliot Krantz saying Graveyard for Bob. Not unlikely, although Dark Prince makes it lean more towards Electro Giant than Graveyard. In the modern day, at least. I mean, this deck was a very popular Graveyard deck for a long time. And there's certain combinations of cards that can technically be a Royal Giant deck, Golem, Electro Giant, a lot of options. It's very possible it's Graveyard, which is maybe why we haven't seen anything yet, but of course he is against Fast Cycle, so we will be finding out as we get closer, deeper into double, and there it is, Electro Giant. Hey, Surya, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I hope you keep on doing so. There we go, Bar Barrel to the right-hand side, and that will take perfect care of all three of parts of that attack, the Magic Archer and the Wall Breakers. And a good Lightning here, or an okay Lightning here, does get 3 targets, but one of them a low-value target for the Lightning. Electro Giant picked up by the Bomb Tower. But so far is Bob with the lead as we go into sudden death overtime, ahead by a couple hundred HP in the left-hand lane against Youssef, the open qualifier player. Bar Barrel and Ice Wiz do stop the connection, and that King Tower got in the action there as well. Seeing the value of a King Tower activation as it comes in late in the game. And the NATO out of Youssef here feels like an overspend. That feels like a big overspend of a NATO. Put him way down on Elixir. When his opponent had support troops, this feels like it's about to get really, really bad for Youssef. Could I be wrong? Yes. Have I been wrong before? Debatable. But this is a challenging position that the Italian finds himself in. Smart NATO there to pull that stuff back into Bomb Tower range. Maybe a half step early. Not going to matter, though. Baby Dragon on tower. One more belt should get through. 5 HP remains, and a NATO will finish it off as long as he can get there in the next anytime. Bobtherock with a 2-1 win. Youssef, that NATO was just a little over-aggressive. A little over-aggressive out of the Italian, and, you know, he paid for it. You're up against Electro Giant. You're late in gameplay. I know you want damage at that point, but 3 Elixir to do a little bit of damage, a few hundred HP of damage, and chip away a bit at those troops just feels like that 3 Elixir could have been used on defense, right? So one of those choices. And that's one of those things about maturity in terms of, you know, your overall experience level, competitively speaking, is deciding, you know, when you're playing, here's the thing about playing ladder, right? Versus playing competitive. When you're playing competitive, you have a limited number of games to make your mark in that match. You have a best of 3, right? This is a best of 1 in this situation. Ladder, it's not like every single game counts the same way. So there's some risky play that people might do from habit habitually on ladder because they know they're playing 30 games at the moment, right? And losing one from a slightly aggressive play isn't the end of the world. Whereas in a best of 3, that loss by over-aggression punishes you a whole lot more. So some of the interesting transition from ladder into competitive play, and you see that a fair bit, especially from some ladder players as they come in. Let's go ahead and jump into our next one, and here we go, the Bren Chong Cup 2 debut of a man that many are calling right now the best in the world, Ruben. And of course, one thing everyone wants to see is Ruben and Morten meet up in the European finals, and maybe beyond. We'll see if that does happen. Ruben with the Skeleton Dragons up against some variation of Miner, and it's interesting, again, we've noted this before, but how frequently the Spear Goblins are in, and looking like Miner Wall Breakers for Saab, going with the Hunter variation as opposed to the Bats variation. Interesting that he goes that way as opposed to the Bats version. A little surprised by that one. Saab is an 8K player, 8,005 personal best on ladder for the Frenchman. He plays for Recast Academy. I don't know what events he's played in as a team player, but That's who he's listed. Best finish on ladder for the Frenchman, 82nd. So does have a top 100 finish to his name. We'll see how he does playing with thousands of people watching across 6 different languages live against the best in the world. How does he hold up in that situation? So pretty quick cycle, moderately quick cycle Royal Hogs deck here for Ruben against the minor wall breakers. And here we go, the pigs to the right-hand side. Oh, did someone have to play the cage and it was banned? Is that what happened last game? Crazy. Skeleton Dragons to the left-hand lane. And Miner goes to the front here. Wall breakers go there as well. Well defended by Ruben. And now he puts pressure on that right-hand lane, and one pig escapes from the Inferno Tower. See, interesting variation of minor wall breakers here. I'm guessing that maybe Saab thought he was playing against, Ruben does like to go Royal Giant as one of his, or did at least in World Finals like to go Royal Giant. Ruben plays a lot of minor wall breakers, lots of Loon, lots of Royal Giant. Maybe he was trying to snipe a Royal Giant or a Loon here at the Inferno Tower. Was Saab, but obviously did not pay off in this situation. Delivery comes in a little bit late, but does get there as we go into sudden death overtime. The world champion does have the lead, 1777 to 1403. Minor wall breakers to the left. Hunter takes care of the wall breakers. Dark Prince takes care of the minor. And Ruben's happy to play into that Inferno Tower with his pigs at all times. It's a plus. It's an even trade. And he's able to get plenty of damage out of the EQs. And Saab gets almost no value out of that Royal Delivery. 818 on the right-hand side. Shout out to the Valley from Reseda to Burbank. Van Nuys as well. Left-hand lane, Miner goes to the back. Piggies will get a couple of snout touches on the right-hand side. And Saab responds with the wall breaker, sets up the Dark Prince nicely to go into the weak side lane. So interesting pressure on that side out of the Frenchman. Delivery comes down a little bit early here. No Inferno Tower play at the moment out of Saab. And now 3 Skeleton Dragons on the board, back down to 2, and the EQ perfectly timed. That might have been a bit of a fortunate move there for Ruben, that those spears came out at that exact moment. Dark Prince to help out with the minor on the bottom left-hand side. Final 25 seconds. 188 remains. Log EQ will finish it. And Ruben wins game number 1 fairly simply. GG, well played. And that's one of the great things about Ruben, right? Is you take a look at what Saab was doing, bringing out the Inferno Tower, probably really thinking he was going to face against Royal Giant or Ballooner, at least making the bet. And what does Ruben do? He goes Royal Hogs. And that's why you look at those players who do have a true level of versatility, and they're able to kind of play anything. And Ruben's one of those guys. You talk about top micro guys who understand the entire 101, 102 now, all the different cards in the game, and have the interactions down very, very well, so they can mix and match pretty solidly and make themselves much more unpredictable. So nicely played there by Ruben. Of course, not done yet. Saab is going to be up once, or is going to have at least one more chance here, and we'll see what happens as time goes forward. Hey, Quinky Dink, thanks for coming by. Good to see you. I hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Here we go into game number 2. Ruben up 1. The ban is Hunter for Saab. And now it's Ruben's turn to go minor wall breakers. I think he might go with a more traditional variation. You do see the bats in there. Nice. Ooh, no King Tower activation, so -1. For Saab, he does get the prevent the damage, so you don't hate that movement. Didn't get any damage on tower, and Same essentially as using a delivery against those in that situation. This time, one wall breaker will connect. Hi, Juan. How are you doing back on the YouTube chat? Bats to the left-hand lane. Won't do much of anything. Did stop the giant skeleton. Sob trailing right now by about 50, 49 HP to be more specific. Oh, never mind. I didn't even see the right-hand tower. Trailing by a bit more than that with that right-hand tower down to 1930. The bomb tower really high here from Ruben, so he can work on that Ice Whiz. And has to take the bats out in support of the against the balloon as well. One thing you'll see Ruben does very well. Keep an eye on it here. And does that get the no King Tower activation again, plus damage given. So for Sob, that one was a big negative. One of the things Ruben does very well is he uses those wall breaker kites. And obviously, if you're a good minor wall breakers player, that's an important part of the gameplay. But you'll actually notice how often he prevents just one extra shot of damage, as we saw from that previous barb barrel there with a good wall breaker kite. Azelius is more unpredictable than Ruben, says Servant. Well, right now, Azelius is more unpredictable than the ocean. That dude, the decks that Azelius played yesterday were bananas, and I had a whole lot of fun casting it, that's for sure. He later went on Twitter and thanked the French team for help with deck selection. I think they were going for a lot of fun, interesting snipes. Miner goes to the right-hand side, picked up late by the Ice Whiz. Yeah, Azelius played a bunch of wizards. At one point, he played, it wasn't Parsa. Who did he play? He played someone's weird one-trick deck. The Giants, was it the Giant Skeleton Hog? Who is that? Balloon goes to the right. The Denecito Pro deck. That's right. He played the Denecito Pro deck. And here we go. Giant Skeleton sets up on the right-hand side for Sob. Happy to play on that right-hand lane. Miner and Bats on the left-hand side. Here we are, sudden death overtime. And this is a good offensive sequence here from Sob. Fireball's going to have to come out defensively, I think. Yes, and it does. Balloon will still... does it get death damage? Death damage plus the Baby Dragon. That's devastating. And just like that, Sob's in the lead here in game number 2. Bomb Tower easily picks up those wall breakers, but does take a pretty big shot. Spears, though, get absorbed by the Bomb Tower high. This is all looking bad for Ruben here in game number 2. Miner wall breakers to the opposite direction. This time we see the Spears low to help with the Miner and work on that Balloon. Not going to help, though. Baby Dragon gets surrounded by the bats. Does Balloon go down before it touches? No, it does not. Sob wins game number 2, and we are going to game number 3 here in our third match on the day. This is a fun one so far. Hi, Rich. Good job. How much do you bench press? Not enough. Let's put it that way. Not enough. I'm not in the gym lifting weights a whole ton. What did Azelius play? Nonsense is what Azelius played, and it was really fun. We saw some lava clones, some weird lava clones from Azelius. We saw a couple ladder one-trick decks, including the Denecito Pro deck. It was pretty fun. Elliot Krantz, personally, I'm in Group F. When do I play? Good luck. That's all I'll tell you. Sanders saying thanks for your live stream. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. If you do enjoy these, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Ring the bell for notifications because we are doing the Bren Chong Cup. We have 5 more days of this EU group, plus a whole nother 8 more days of the North American region. And on top of that, I'll be uploading some of the Bren Chong Asia streams as well here, courtesy of Cashman. Go ahead and follow Cashman on. That's the Espanol. Go ahead and follow Cashman. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Cashman. Follow. It's not working. Oh, there we go. Boom. Follow Cashman in the chat. He's live streaming the Asian and Latin American regions for the Bren Chong Cup too. So make sure you follow him so that you're up with everything. Of course, the replays will be available on here fairly soon. I'm getting those uploaded fairly quickly. Someone asked, where are the shades? Let's go ahead and throw on the whites. It is early. So we'll throw on the whites for now, and we'll switch from white hat to black hat later in the stream. But right now, gotta get that white drip on. There we go. Cashman the GOAT, that's for sure. Will Andrew cast for CRL again? Yes, he will. It will be fun, and I'm very excited. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show you the whites, but I'm gonna go ahead right now, and I actually have some new ones that I'm ordering. Ooh, man, I need to get that Team Queso World Championship jersey, the World Finals jersey. Oh, never mind. I'll show you these later. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 3 first of our match between Ruben and Saab, all tied up. Bands are Balloon and Hunter, and Ruben going Mortar here. Is he going Mortar Cycle? Is he going Mortar GY? What's the Mortar plan here for the Spaniard? And looks like he's going pretty classic as Saab. Looking cleaner than Legolas. Thank you very much, Samantha. I do appreciate it. Latak saying Ruben just can't lose a BO3 of his life dependent on it, huh? Well, we'll find out. Looking like Mortar GY, though, here. Bomb tower high to try to protect against that cannon cart, and it does successfully, and those spears will get a couple of throws, but nothing significant. First 50 seconds away, and Ruben has opened up with 134 damage on that right-hand tower. Relapse asks, at Rich Slaton, how's your day? It's been not bad so far. Gonna get even better as time goes on here. Looking like GY here for Saab. Saab does have NATO, but Ruben doesn't have any cards that make it really easy to activate with that NATO. Can players repeat for cards in this format? Yes, this is not the duels mode format. This is standard best of 3 ban on first loss form. Why you look so serious today, Rich? I don't know. It's early as we get into, like, we're still in hour number 1. Usually around hour number 2 is when we kind of loosen up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Anyone else from Massachusetts? The Kennedys, Elliot Krantz. The Kennedys. So thinking about defense, right? Saab has the Poison as primary response to the graveyards. Ice Wiz, Baby Dragon both can help. The Barbarrel can do some cleanup. But it feels like the cannon cart, what we just saw, the cannon cart and the spears feel like a better response because of how much counter pressure they do. That cannon cart just deserves such a response. If the cannon cart connects, it's a lot more devastating than a Baby Dragon connecting. And here we go, protecting the Musketeer is Ruben. Barbarrel slides on through and does get behind on the Muskie. And solid NATO there by Saab. Nice heads-up play, but now look at this. Mortar connection. And this is the other thing that gives Ruben the advantage, I think, in this matchup, is the multiple ways. That's why this deck is so devastating, right? Is the multiple ways in which it can do damage. Baby Dragon Splash does not land on tower, so good placement by Ruben. Graveyard pretty well taken care of. And so far, no significant offensive pressure by Saab. Graveyard into the right-hand side. And going for a fairly inexpensive defense. Oh no, sets up a second Ice Wiz. Now you mind. Does the Ice Wiz get ahead in time? And it does. So picks up the Mortar. But for how long? Bomb tower high. And that Knight's going to stay in, hold on to the Mortar range, but now the Mortar will retarget. And this is all bad for Saab. Ruben all over that tower. Musketeer connects. Cannon cart connects. NATO pulls back, but the cannon cart's still on its wheels. GG. Well played. Ruben. And as Latak said, Ruben just can't lose a BO3 if his life depended on it. Maybe not. Certainly plays like it. That's a nice GG there for Ruben, and exactly what everyone would expect. So, oh yeah, I told you guys I was just showing you the, we're talking about the various shade flexes. And for this one, I have to turn off the green screen background because you'll see that these are going to key out like crazy because of the green. You can see like you can't even see the actual sunglasses because of the green screen, which is kind of funny. So I'll go ahead and turn the green screen background off as we're waiting for our next game. Where do I have that programmed? We're on face cam. There's the background. Bye-bye, Waterfall. Oh no, it's still on green screen. It's not the background. It's the, hold on. That's really funny. It was still on green screen. I'm adult. 1 second. Face cam, not properties. Let me go ahead and open up the filters for this bad boy, and I will turn off the green screen for a second. And now you can see. Oh yeah. Let me do the switch here for a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. Look at these bad boys. I got the best sunglass game in the game. There's no question about it. There's no question about it. I do. Check out the colorways on that bad boy. Yeah, I do. So if you think that if you're like, dude, I bought Ray-Bans, I'm like, good luck, good luck. Try to flex on me. And you can see, we're talking about. You can see right now. Look, there's Revel showing off his drip, that Team Queso World Finals jersey. I'm actually gonna go ahead and order that. I'm gonna order one of those. I keep on meaning to and forgetting to. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the website right now, and I'm gonna order one of those because those World Finals jerseys are so fresh. Let me go look up the Team Queso website. Those World Final jerseys are so dope. And I meant to order one right after World Finals, but I'm gonna go and do that because, dang, that's tight. That colorway, like the way they muted the colorway, made it a little bit darker. Gangster stuff. Lucas, what's my best season finish? 61 something. My personal best is 63-23, but I accidentally played and then tilted down to 61 something. So that was emotional. That was really emotional. Let's see. Let's take a look at what our next game is going to be here. Coming up next, Bale versus Nikola. So our first round of Group C gameplay about to come to a finish with our third matchup on the day, Bale versus Nikola. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Bale, of course, played this last season with Dignitas after having a very good run in the semi-pro circuit. We have a face cam for Bale too. Ooh, this is fun. That's pretty rad. I didn't even know we were doing that. One second. So Mortar here for Bale and Nikola. Zappies, Flying Machine. A lot of fun. Nikola, this is actually his competitive account. Has played with Q-Lash Forge and also for his native country of Serbia. Personal best on ladder, 74.58. For the young man. Top 2,000 is his best finish. Has played a lot in some of the smaller competitive leagues. This is probably the biggest stage he's ever played on. My guess from looking at his history. Is that there are a lot of different competitions in his past, but nothing like this. Graveyard in on the right-hand side. An immediate Pig's response to the left-hand lane. First 2 minutes away. Bale ahead by a little bit. And someone asked why Bale is smiling. You see him talking a bit. I think he's probably on call with somebody, is my guess, and that's why he's laughing. You can see he's talking right now. He's probably on call with his team. That would be my theory. Cannon Cart sets up behind the knight to the left-hand side. Graveyard comes in. 6-man high stops. No, the tank does get across here for a second, but the Zappy should be sufficient to prevent most of that damage despite the tank getting the cross for the moment. So as we go into sudden death, 1864 to 1988, the lead currently for the 5-time Orange Crown League MVP. Cannon Cart does have a little bit of health, and that's why you see the setup in front of it. Barb Barrel will take care of that. And this is a lot on the board. Fireball comes in on the zappies. Brawler's going to disappear, and this is a whole lot of trouble for Nikola. Fireball's that, but down to 714, and a lot of trouble right now is the Croatian. Or the Serbian, not Croatian. And there you go. GG, well played. Nikola going to go ahead and get ready for game number 2 instead. Pat Clash saying Rich Slaton comes in with the big scout on every player. Like all the guys who've been on CRL teams in the past, I've spent so much time talking about them and, of course, doing my scouting reports for those guys that, yeah, I just remember that Bale was the 5-time Orange Crown League MVP. But, you know, and then I do my best to scout the guys who don't have the big professional experience. Try to give a good report on everybody so you guys have some fun context. Let's see. Arif saying, if the spectators, a.k.a. Bale's team, tells him Nicholas Elixir, would that not be unfair? Well, Arif, we're not seeing anyone's camera besides Bale. So, are on calls with teammates or things like that. So, you know, if it's an even playing field, that's when I don't really care. Let's see. How tall are you, Rich? I am 6 feet on the dot. Scrooty Tootie, Rich, do you have a skincare routine? No, and Mrs. Slaton keeps on encouraging me to, but I have no skincare routine. Why? Do I look dry? Am I looking dry? Do I look like my skin needs a little work? Ruben versus Morton on your channel. Get them to agree to it, and I'll do it. Charlie YouTube, can we 1v1? No, we cannot. Latac saying, Rich Slaton, pretty sure it all goes when it comes to calling with others. I don't see a problem with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that all of these guys are on calls or whatever it might be. I'm not really concerned about it too much. You know, people made a big deal about Belly during CRL, and then how many of those teams were doing it just they either were being more surreptitious about it or weren't on cams, whatever it might be. How do I become pro? Christopher, get really good and win stuff. These are open tournaments. That's what's cool about this one. Half this field was invited, half of it qualified through open qualifiers. So you, just as anyone else, you have just the same shot of making this as half the field did. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll link you some of those things when they come up. But there are, like, in my Twitch chat right now, there are 2 American players, Latac and No Candy Only Wi-Fi, who are going to be appearing in the NA region for this, having made it through open qualifiers. So that's really, really cool. I'm really excited about it. Is any player checked? I'm sure there are some checked players I don't know about in this one. Charlie, Rich Slaton, scared? Sure. Yeah, I'm scared. There you go. I'm very scared to play against you. It keeps me up at night all day. The idea of playing against you. I think about it, and it just makes me so frightened. What's Bale's Twitter? You know what? I'll actually tell you what Bale's Twitter is, because I have Twitter open. Let's go ahead and get Bale's Twitter right now. Bale. Bale's Twitter is, here you go. Boom, I'll show it to you right now. Waiting here in our next game. Boom, there's Bale's Twitter. I used to be a pro 2 years ago. I want to get back in. I feel like I can beat most of these players here. I finished top 5 in ladder twice. Slow-mo pro. Well, guess what? Here's what's cool about you. CRL is open to anybody this year. Top 1,000 ladder qualify for the next phase of CRL every single month, by the way. Every month that happens. Top 1,000 of ladder go into phase 2. The top 32 from phase 2 go into phase 3. The top 8 from phase 3 make the live broadcast each month. $75,000, something like that each month. There's like there's a $1.6 million total prize pool for CRL this year, and about 70,000, give or take, of that is distributed every single month. So you can get back in the pro scene, slow-mo pro. Get it. Go get those ladder finishes. Drop the elbows on people. Throw them this way, right? Uppercut. Do a little, make sure you get a little head movement in there. Keep your head off the center line, right? If your head's on the center line, you get jabbed, you go bop, bop, and then you get, your head comes back a little bit. Move your head a bit, then come in, bam! Hit them hard with your great deck play. Get top 1,000 ladder, and you're in CRL. In fact, actually, you're in CRL right now just by having the game on your phone, technically speaking. But you can be like in CRL, betting top 1,000 ladder. Go get it. Is the Mega Knight viable? Yeah, it's in a lot of decks, dude. A lot of very talented decks. Pat Clash saying, Richley, do you think you're talented enough to qualify for something like this? Not even close, dude. I'm a 6K player. That's it. I'm a 6K player. I'm good enough to be better than most people and bad enough that I'm not good. Right? That's what a 6K player is. When is the next game? Waiting on it right here, Saya. I don't know what the delay is. I'm waiting on it right now. It looks to me like the clean feed is frozen. So let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and ask about that. Why is the clean feed not working? Now that I'm looking at it. Give me 1 second here, folks. Yeah, the clean feed is frozen. So I guess we're just waiting for them to fix that. Here you go. I'll show you. Boom. That's the feed. That's the game feed right there. It's just Revel's face. And it's a good face it is, too. But there you go. We're just waiting on it. We're waiting on that. Oh, interesting. Let me try reloading the clean feed because mine has completely stopped. Huh. I'm going to go ahead and try to reload the clean feed here because mine completely died. Might be a minute here, folks. Let me go ahead and try to grab that clean feed, get it loaded back up. Come on, clean feed. I'm going to reload it right now. Make sure the quality is up at 1080p, which is the good number of P. And let's go ahead and take a look and see if the... still frozen. So we're just waiting on them to fix the clean feed right now, which I've reloaded. Not sure what's happening. But for now, it's just going to be you and me hanging out as we wait to see them get the gameplay stuff all fixed. And as long as you're hanging out, why not hit subscribe to support me and become a part of this whole situation? You can also go ahead and do one of these. Let's just do a bunch of promotional stuff while we're sitting here. Code Rich, right? Code Rich. Code Rich. Code Rich? Code Rich. There you go. Go ahead and use Code Rich in the Supercell shop. He says actually working for us. Not for me. No feed. So I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out why I'm getting no clean feed here, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and unplug my system and try this one more time. I'm using my iPad here to bring in the clean feed. Let me go ahead and look at this one more time, see why it's not saying. Saying that can get you in trouble with copyrights? What are you talking about? That's weird. Well, let me go ahead and try this one more time. Let me try this one more time and see if I can get this to work. Nope. Okay, so this is weird. Not sure what's going on here. Let me try doing one quick fix here, everybody. Because I'm wondering if this is maybe something wrong with my capture card. So give me 1 second here to reset my capture card and see if that's what is causing our weird little problem here. I'm unplugging it. I'm going to give you guys a little talk through. I'm unplugging my capture card, which is it's a little warm. I got to admit, it's a little bit warm. I'm going to plug my capture card right back in. And let's see if that fixes this problem. Let's find out. Hey, looks like we're back up. So there we go. So we'll have more gameplay here in just a moment. Not sure why that was all messed up, but we're fixed. So we'll be back with more gameplay here in just a minute. Sorry for the little delay there, everybody. I'm new to Clash Royale, currently level every to 12. What are some cards you'd recommend? Ones that you like. That's it. I recommend playing cards that you enjoy. Did you unplug it and plug it back in? Literally what I just did to fix the capture card. So, that's hilarious. Kid Twitter, please. I don't know Kid's Twitter. You look it up. Muhammad, I'm not your guys' Twitter maid. Bale was easy for me, so I looked it up. Just look up Kid on Twitter. There you go. Ugh. Let's see. So we should have more gameplay here in just a minute. Hey, Jordan with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Jordan says, I love the commentary in the new open format. For others interested in CRL, I just started a new podcast called Hard Counter, available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thanks, Rich. Well, I mean, you are advertising on my channel, but you know what? For $10, sure. Everyone, check out his Hard Counter podcast. Sure, hopefully it's good. It better be family friendly if you're promoting it on my stream here, bud. That's what I'm telling you. Oh, let's go back here. There we go. To the, here's the current standings after round number 1. So, Bale did win 2-0, it appears. GG to the well played. Who's your vote for the next win? I don't know. Go to Upgrade and go ahead and vote on that one. We are back up and running though here, folks. We'll be with our second round of today's gameplay here in just a moment. And there you go. Here it is. Soking and Bobtherock kicking off our second round of gameplay. Yeah, dude just promoted himself on a dono. It's really funny. I didn't know that was a thing. Rich, what is your Clash Royale name? It's Surgical Goblin, oddly enough. It's been the secret. I've been Surgical Goblin this whole time. Yeah, top 1K players, something from ladder every month. That's amazing. Yep. The gate CRL is entirely open now. Lava Hound for Bob. And goes Cannon Cart opposite side, does Soking. The Barbs get down there just in time. Immediate graveyard under the Lava Hound. And I think that Bob is going to be a little bit, yeah, there you go, a little short on elixir for that one. Bale did win the Bale-Nikola matchup. I guess we missed a game because I didn't realize they were playing because it was frozen. Jermich, you're not a 6K player. I bet you didn't finish 6K last season. I didn't push last season, Jermich, but I've finished 6K most seasons. But, for some reason, I don't know why you're upset about my trophies, but okay. Do you? And there you go, 1242 to the left-hand side. Oh, Soking putting a lot more damage down. Yeah, Soking is crushing it right now. Pat Clash asking how I got the CRL job. Actually, I tell the entire story. Where did I do that? I went on someone's podcast and told the entire story. Let me see. Whose podcast did I tell that? I'll tell you guys right now because I go into the whole thing because I know how I got it, how I ended up here. Lava goes to the left-hand lane. Oh, it was Rose. It was Rose's podcast. That's right. Yeah, if you look up Rose's podcast on YouTube, I tell the entire story of how I got the CRL casting job. Had a fun time talking with him. Rose's a good dude. There we go. Cannon on the left-hand side. Bob way ahead right now. Soking trying to find a way to get damage on this left-hand side. Not going to happen. GG, well played. Game number 1 going to Bob. I'm going to go ahead. Since we've hit this portion of the day. Oh, they switched too fast. I was in the middle of switching my sunglasses to the All Blacks. There we go. These are not the black on blacks. These are because they have like the kind of fancy colored lenses. At the black on. Which is the best nation in your opinion? At what, Joe? At sevens-a-side rugby, at Union Rugby, probably New Zealand. At sevens-a-side rugby, the U.S. actually, oddly enough. Hope that answered your question. Who's the best at judo? I think it's either Armenia or Japan. Maybe Russia. I don't know. I don't follow the judo scene that well. This is ban on first loss format. This is not dual format, guys. So we will see a ban in there. Why are so many players Spanish? The game's really popular in Spain and in Latin America. Oh, with Spanish specifically, though. Yeah, the game's crazy popular in Spain. Interestingly enough, the Brawl Stars, Frank tweeted about this today. Frank from the Brawl Stars community. Brawl Stars is insanely popular in South Korea. When I say insanely popular, at one point, 10% of the population of South Korea was actively playing Brawl Stars. That's nutty. That is a nutty, nutty amount of players. Like a legitimate proportion is insane. Best nation for French fries is Belgium. It's possible. I don't really know. Richard, are you going to cast the No Tilt Worlds League? Not sure yet. I'm not sure about that. We'll see. Do I watch cricket? No, I do not. There's the Asian LATAM streams over on Twitch on Cashman's stream. You can watch the VODs there as well, but I'll be uploading them eventually here. I'm just going to give him some time to have them over there first. What is the best opinion in my nation? In my opinion, in CR? I don't know. There's some good teams coming up though for Worlds for No Tilt Worlds though. Excited about that. Yo, Rich, come to Brazil, says Scrooty Tootie. I'd love to. Get some picanha, do some jiu-jitsu. Who is the king of martial arts? All-time favorite, Anderson Silva, no questions. Oh, look at that. Soking takes an early lead. Bob takes a big swipe back. How many sunglasses do you have, Rich? You know, a lot of my pairs aren't even in this office because they're in places where they're useful. I have my black on blacks, which are not in this office right now. I have my pinks. My flamingos are somewhere out there as well. Total pairs of sunglasses. I want to say currently, like sunglasses, I want to say currently 6 or 7. That's a good NATO. Balloon not going to get there, though. Does get death damage. Miner goes into the back. Loon not going to get there again. Good block. And Soking calling the good game. And look at the pressure from Bob going to the left-hand lane as well. Tons of damage in both lanes. Barb's making it real dangerous here, and that's just too much. There's no way. GG, well played. Bob with a quick 2-0 here over Soking. No Gucci's or Versace's. I'm not going to spend that much on sunglasses, dude. That's an inappropriate amount of money to spend on sunglasses. On a Rolex? I don't have a Rolex, no. Anderson Silva over John Jones? Yes! If we're talking GOATs, I mean, John Jones, I think Jones is the greatest of all time in mixed martial arts, but Anderson Silva is my favorite. The stuff Anderson Silva did, if you saw it in a movie, you'd be like, nope. Scrooty Tootie with $5 Canadian saying, did you watch Lion King 1.5 yesterday? No, I have no time to watch movies. I watch very few things because I have no time. I used to have tons of time to watch things, but now that I'm so busy, like I can't. I don't have time to watch anything. I don't have time to listen to anything. I just work. I work. Then I see my wife and my son, and then I work some more. No drip if you got no Gucci. Gucci is silly. Boom. Let's see. That's a quick, easy 2-0 there for Bobo. Let's take a look at what's coming up next here. Nikola and Saab. Let me find out if that's actually happening on... Yeah, I'm getting a little something from League Ops. Give me 1 second here. As the League Ops message comes in. You guys can see, you guys can see the reflection, see the whole setup here. Isn't Muhammad Ali the martial arts king? I mean, great boxer. When will the No Tilt World start? I don't know. What work do you do? You're looking at it, Zimby. I am a caster, content creator, and producer. I'm also, alongside being on camera and doing this stuff and talking to you guys, I'm also a producer as well. So full-time is CRL, like casting CRL and other Clash stuff. But CRL is the big job there. Doing my content creation work. I'm a producer for 2 different companies. So there you go. Hoist Gracie greater than Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva in his prime would ruin Hoist Gracie in his prime. Hoist Gracie. Sorry to the Portuguese speakers, to the Brazilians. Karate Kid saying Jones is good and all, but his fights at the Octagon are why I don't like him. Lots of issues. Yeah, people have their issues with John Jones. Ruben goes to the skies one more time. Has been playing quite a bit of Skeleton Dragons. So looks like, my guess is that Nikola and Saab is going to be an off-stream match. I'm going to ask about that. Yeah, work, 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 work. Play disc golf, work, work, work. See my family. Hog to the left-hand side, so Youssef going hog mini princess Pekka, mini princess, hog mini Pekka princess one more time. And that's another freeze. Is my capture card just falling apart? Is that what's happening here? That's the second freeze that we've had. Let me just double check the clean feed here. Oh, we are having issues with the feed, so it's not this one is not my fault. That's from the clean feed. All right, there we go. For a second there, I was real nervous. So Nikola versus Saab is going to be off stream, and also maybe Doom versus Saab as well. Who wins, Anderson Silva or Ruben? In what? That's a good question. Razor saying, LOL, never Rich Hoist would have broken both his legs. Well, first of all, Hoist Gracie weighs like 145 pounds, and Anderson Silva fought in 185 and 205. And if we're talking in their primes, and also Anderson's jiu-jitsu is highly underrated. He's a Nogueira jiu-jitsu black belt. There's just no question in my mind that Anderson Silva would ruin Hoist Gracie. That was not my capture card. That was from the feed, guys. So interesting that we're seeing, essentially, I think the last time we saw this, it was Hog EQ. Yeah, it was Hog EQ when Ruben played this deck in his last match. So seeing this against Hog Mini Pekka Princess. Why isn't Andrew casting with you right now? Because he's busy being dope at Valor. What's my favorite win condition? Ice Golem. He has a win condition. He's everything. Ice Golem cycle deck. That's what I play. Hunter goes to the left-hand lane. This is a good deck pick here from Youssef, because really there's just, I mean, from Ruben, because there's nothing Youssef can do about this deck. He has no splash damage and no buildings. The Rocket's not going to help. I wonder if Ruben actually is paying attention here as he looks at other players, what they're playing, or just playing what he wants to play, because he already played this once. But from a matchup standpoint, I mean, this just absolutely destroys Youssef's deck. EQ cycle to the right-hand side. Dark Prince coming in. Skeleton Dragons behind. 260 remaining. And Pigs will come down. Youssef might, can't rock it, has no elixir. That's GG. Big GG. Big well played. And there you have it. Nice work there. Great deck choice by Ruben in that matchup. So yeah, Saab versus Nikola will take place off stream, and then at least one other, probably Doom versus Saab will take place off stream as well. Hey, check Twitch. I was just hosted. I was. Oh, that's fun. Let me go check. Let me go take a look at Twitch. I was just hosted. Where is that? Now, I don't see a host in my feed of things. Let me look. Hosted by... Oh, Cash. No, that was yesterday. Oh, no, I hosted Cat. Oh, Cash hosted me. Yeah, yesterday. I don't see a host coming in on... Oh! Hey, Cash hosted me again. Hey, what's up, Cash Man? Thank you very much, dude. Cash Man, and let's go ahead and link that in the Twitter in the YouTube chat here one more time. Cash Man is streaming the Asian and LATAM regions for this event. So if you want to follow both of those regions, I just linked him in the chat right now, twitch.tv/Cashman, and I'll be putting up the replays of those on my channel eventually if you want to watch them on the replay side of it. But yeah, follow Cashman to follow those two regions. He's doing some great stuff and just came in with a big host on Twitch, so much respect to the Cashman. He was streaming the Asian version of this early in the morning, and I guess just finished streaming now, which is crazy. Zigzag saying, Richard, you're better than Molt at Disc Golf and Clash Royale. I actually have no idea if I'm better than him at either. I've never met Molt. We've never played either one of those two things. So I don't really have a good answer to that one. I hope I'm better than he is. It doesn't really matter to me, though. It'd be cool, though. It's cool to be better than people at things, right? It'll make you feel good when you're better at someone than something. Ruben, here we go in game number 2 Up 1 here on Youssef. Youssef banning Goblin Cage for the remainder of this matchup. And I think this is the first bandit of the day, isn't it? Have we seen any bandit? Yo, say something in Russian if you know. Spasiba. That's all I got. It's an interesting little spam variation. And Magic Archer goes to the left-hand lane. Rich, are you better at baseball than Chief Pat? If Chief Pat plays baseball, then almost assuredly not. My guess if Chief Pat plays baseball, then he is better than I am. And just making sure that cannon cart does not cross the bridge and get on tower, but it does get in range. Oh, no. Ruben unable to stop the cannon cart connection. And the Fish Boy does not get the King Tower activation. Game number 2, all going Youssef's way here so far. Loon goes to the left-hand side, and that's going to be a balloon all over tower. And Fireball does not stop the damage there. And that bomb tower, that bomb doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Youssef was completely in control, way ahead on damage. Ruben with little mistakes early on, and rare little mistakes. Doesn't matter. Now Ruben completely ahead by a mile as we go into the final minute of regulation time. Hey, your first disc golf tournament this weekend? Good luck there, Steven. Have fun. Miner goes right to the Magic Archer. Won't get it off the board, though. And what a block here on that Ram Rider. What a block on that Ram Rider. Giant Skeleton Bomb going to get a ton of value and a second Giant Skeleton down. Nicely sequenced there by Ruben. That's the same Magic Archer, though. That Magic Archer will not go away. That's a good Miner. It did not pull the Bandit, so the Skeletons have to come out. But, man, Ruben's defense here on the left has been supernatural. That whole sequence of events on the left-hand side, pretty much absolutely bananas. And there you go, Ruben going to take a clean 2-0 here. Has Ruben lost yet? He lost a game, but not a match. Good to see you here, Cashman. And here we go, back to the fire. I actually am ordering some new shades to join the collection here pretty soon. So there you go. How'd you start as a producer? How'd you get the funds? I'm not that kind of producer. I'm hired as a producer, so I'm not the one who funds the things there, Stephen Lay or Scruty. I am the guy who actually produces the event. So my job is to organize the graphics department, get those things done, run the whole team that makes the thing that you see happen. So if you guys watch the celebration of mobile gaming on YouTube, producer for that one. But I'm not the one who funded it. I'm the producer. I'm the guy who actually runs the team that makes the thing that you see on screen happen. So there you go. Did I miss Ruben? You missed one Ruben there, Isidore. It just happened. Man, those two cannons blocking the healer. Yeah, that whole ending defensive sequence out of Ruben was absolutely great. Really, really great. The way he gets on using the combination of the giant skeleton and the miner, I never thought of that before, and it makes so much sense now that you see him do it. But the way he was using the giant skeleton and miner together, putting the giant skeleton at the bridge, giant skeleton goes down, putting the miner to the opposite side of the bridge to keep those troops in the giant skeleton bomb range. He just thinks at a different level in this game, and it's so much fun to watch. So much fun to watch. Let's see. You make things happen. You're insane, dude. I just do my work, dude. But also, I've been around for a minute, guys. I'm not a young kid anymore. I've been at this for quite a long time, and I definitely have had many years of making no things happen. Now I make things happen. That's how you do it. Here we go. Jumping into our next match of the day, Bale and Dominik. Bale with a clean 2-0 in his earlier match against Nikola. We'll see if he can repeat the show here against Doom. I came here from Clash Royale, I touched the link and came here, HB Bandit. Well, it's cool to know that that's how it works. Thanks for joining. Guys, if you are just joining and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what you doing? Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Come be a part of this the whole way through. We got a lot more Clash Royale to play, and oh boy, that's a lot of damage on the right-hand side. 1312 to 1463. Bale not happy with that one. Like you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, full calendar and results available on Appgrade. APPGRADE, available both on Google Play and the App Store. Go get Appgrade to follow along with all the results from this Group C action here in the European region, and of course, all 4 regional actions. Europe, North America, Latin America, and Asia. And look at that. Talking about action, Royal Giant left-hand side completely destroys that tower. On the left-hand side, excuse me, Bale way ahead, does have to find a way to contend with a very healthy Lava Hound, though. Behind by a lot elixir-wise now because of that gameplay. But what great, so far behind on elixir and still comes out pretty darn okay. Wow. They were even on elixir in their collectors, but there was, or almost even, but there was a full healthy Lava Hound, and Bale just defended that about as perfectly as you can. Like, put that in context. Bale was up 1 elixir in collectors, but there was a 7 elixir Lava Hound fully healthy on the board. And Bale defended that perfectly and is now almost assuredly going to win this game. That was next. That was excellent Clash Royale. Well played. Tower down on the left-hand side. Clone down here. Electro Spirit does pop, and there you go. Bale has the tools for this matchup, but he's playing these defenses perfectly. The rest of this is whatever. That, I don't know if someone on Twitch can go ahead and clip that, because I forgot to clip it. But that defense from Bale on the previous Lava Hound push was the way it's supposed to be done. Exactly how it's supposed to be done. It was really, really nice stuff. Fun stuff to watch from a guy like that. Yeah, Bale did very, very well. Zigzag saying, I want to see Ruben versus Surgical Goblin. I'll still watch it, but I think Ruben's at a different level right now. There's no question about that. I don't know Dominik. Was he in CRL before? No, he was not, Ana Luisa. He was not in CRL. I think this is the biggest competition he's been in so far. The highest profile one, that's for sure. Bale didn't even use his fireball. Yeah. Pretty wild. Burton asking, how's it going? Hey, Burton, it's going pretty darn well. Having a good time here today. The matches have been good. Some really great moments. Learned a lot here. You know, watching what Ruben did in the previous match with that giant skeleton and Minor. Watching what Bale just did defensively. Learning a lot about some defensive principles here watching these guys. On whose stream did I talk about the CRL commentary job? It's on if you look up Rosé's podcast on YouTube. On Rosé's, we talked about it there. So there you go. Let's see. Coming up next, we guess we have our second matchup here. Someone asked what the name is of these sunglasses. These are called the Professional Respawners. Professional Respawner. That's what these ones are called. How can I... Ace Sheldon saying, can I see my stats? Yes, you can go to Royale API, which is, I believe... Oh, I thought it was one of the sponsors of this event. Maybe they're not. But Royale API will give you a great deep look into your stats. So will Stats Royale. They kind of give you a little bit different type of information. You can go check those out. What's a good balloon deck? Right now, it seems like it's the Bowler Loon Freeze deck. And Doom lavas up. So Bale going Graveyard Cannon Cart. Mortar. And Doom putting a lot of pressure right now. Bale goes cannon cart really deep, not going to pick up a lot of those barbs there. And after a perfect defense in game number 1, this defense a little lacking here in game number 2. Can he turn it into a tower trade situation? Not going to happen. Oh, I guess maybe I was wrong. All right, I guess I was wrong. I thought that was going to be well defended. I am shocked. Stunned. Absolutely stunned. Insane. Pat Clash asking Rich, what flavor of bacon is the most superior bacon flavor? Bacon is the most superior bacon flavor. Cannon cart in the pocket. And Doom a half step late there with the barbs. And just pressure, pressure, pressure from Bale right now. And that's the right call. He does not want to give Dominik a chance to like really lava up, though. Dominik, I think, will lava here. Yep, there we go. Doom had to find some way to survive one. All he had to do was survive one graveyard push, and he was able to lava up. Will this be enough? Balloon down behind the Lava Hound. Poison high. Might see a mortar in the middle here to pull. Is mortar back? Snowball does stop the balloon. Second Musketeer down. Fireball on the Muskie. This is kind of crazy here, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it. GG. Dominik wins game number 2. It was close. Dominik is the super BMer, and it's put him in trouble a bit here so far in this tournament. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Let's see. Yeah, GG's for sure. Wow. God, I wish we had replay here. I wish we had replay. I want to watch these replays. Hey, Rich, highest skill deck in your opinion? Whatever I'm playing. And the lowest skill deck is whatever my opponent's playing. I think that's fair. Let's take a look at the standings so far after we get through the first 2 rounds of play. We're not done with the first 2 rounds. We are going to game 3 here in just a moment. And as you can see, Bob and Ruben currently on top. Bale and Doom playing for control of that number 3 spot at the moment. You can see the bottom 4 right now. Doom, the only of the open qualifier players, I believe, currently in that top 4 spot. Soking looking to get back in there. We'll see if he can. So let's go ahead and jump back over here. Oh, not to the clean feed. Sorry, that's just a Revel. Let's go take a look at the Chan. Ban everything except Expo. Just an Expo. A deck of 8 Expos against a deck of 8 Expos? That sounds fun. Rich, are you going to compete in Mr. Olympia this year? Yeah, I'll get right on it. Actually, I have a friend of mine who's a few years younger than I am, who is an alternate for a bobsled team. It's really funny. I hope that he actually gets on there, but for an Olympic bobsled team. He found out he's an alternate. He's never been bobsledding. He's just fast. And so they're keeping him he's in a train with them, and he'll be an alternate to push the cart and jump on in, which is pretty funny. I haven't seen in Soking and CRO. What happened to him? He's not playing CRO anymore. There you go. There's the answer for that one. Applewood smoked bacon. That is a type of bacon that people do like. So I think we're going to get to our game number 3 here in just one moment. Man, I wish we had instant replays, but at least we have our game number 3 coming right here, right now. Doom, top of your screen. Bale at the bottom. The guy must be ripped. No, he's kind of wiry, in fact. You know what? I agree with whoever said that. Lil Nimbus, congrats on being a mod. Don't abuse your power or you'll get removed and banned. But Lil Nimbus promoted to mod in front of your very eyes. And Dominik going Golem. Not first play, probably only because he didn't have Barb Barrel. Dominik is everything that people get frustrated about in Clash Royale. He's a BMer. He's a golem first player. Dominik. I don't know why. This kid's cracking me up. That's a really excellent Electro Spirit. There's been some good Electro Spirits so far. Oh, you know what? You know who also deserves it now that I'm here? I'm thinking about it. And again, do not abuse this. But Omotayo also deserves it. Do not abuse your power, guys. Do your best to just keep things non-toxic and nice. So, RG versus Golem, Nightwitch Golem Ice Wiz. And so far, RG's coming out on top, although that's going to be a lot to deal with here. I think Bale, yeah, there we go. Just fireballs it. Going to take a lot of damage here. Going to give up the lead here, I believe. No, just behind. And Golems to the outside does Doom. That's going to be tower down on the right, I believe. Yeah, that cage. Oh, no, the cage does get played right. Omotayo and Lil Nimbus have both been on my streams for a long time, guys, and have both been super positive the whole time. So, that's what happens, why they got mod. And, of course, yeah. It could, if they abuse their power, it would get taken away, but I doubt they will, because they seem pretty cool so far. I wonder if Bale goes for it here. If you're Bale, do you try to go for a lightning block here, or you just set up on the left-hand side? Oh, there's your answer. That's going to be a lot of lightning value behind. I think he might be lightning. If he can get to lightning, not quite. Good log NATO fireball, or a good log fireball combination, not NATO. Good log fireball combination there on the left-hand side out of Bale. Final 90 seconds approaching. The Spaniard in the lead. RG goes to the left-hand lane. Ice Wiz in response. And does Bale go in the pocket here? Nope, just goes right back at the bridge one more time. Maybe he doesn't want the pocket to, he doesn't want to get pulled to the King Tower with a NATO. Bale does cycle pretty quickly here. And that Royal Giant does nothing. Oh, what a nice Night Witch out of Dominik. Dominik might be playing a filthy deck here, but good Night Witch. Second Musketeer down. And this is looking rough for Bale. Can he get to a fireball in time? Needs to find some way to hold this stuff off in the middle. His E-Wiz gets absolutely absorbed. Doom just trying to put all the pressure he possibly can on right now. Fireball does come out. Lightning was too much. Lightning was absolutely too much, and that might be the one that gives Bale the game here. Royal Giant at the bridge. Golem in response with 20 seconds left. Why are you goleming with 20 seconds left? That seems absolutely crazy. Does that golem get anywhere near the tower? Good prediction on the Fish Boy here from the Night Witch. Royal Giant gets one shot, does not get a second shot. Golem is going to not get on tower because of the Fish Boy. Log goes the opposite direction. Bale gets the win here. Dominik went Golem at the bridge with 20 seconds left. I don't get it. I don't get it. Bale comes out on top. Very, very well played. And I just don't understand what Doom was doing there. I don't get it. That was a nice win there for Bale. Shouldn't you drop Fish Boy lower so the golem hits the King Tower with more health? That's what I would have thought there, Nimbus. And again, twice picked up by the Night Witch. Doom. Here's what Doom's doing. And this is very classic. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty classic. I'm good at ladder, but I'm not quite at that level yet. And just as an update, Saab won 2-1 over Nikola off stream. You see some of the plays that he's making. He's able to make these really great big time plays, and then kind of boneheaded moments in the same vein, right? And yeah, you look on Bale's face as Geller with that one, says Sakina Fusby. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Bale defended it very well, but going with the bridge, 8 elixir at the bridge in that situation doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense. There are a lot of things he could have done there that I think would have made a lot more sense, but it is what it is. That's one of those things where it's like, that's just being good player and great player, right? Like, it's a decision-making process, and there were a couple great calls, great decisions, great plays from Nick. Who are we talking? Wait, I just forgot who we're talking about. From Dominik, from Doom. But then a couple just really bad decisions, and we've seen that actually from Doom a couple times today. And here we go into our next matchup. Ruben, but we're still on Bale's camera for some reason. Well, let me tell production. Oh, there we go. Now Ruben. Now Ruben's back. That was funny. Fix the description. There's a grammatical error. There's an error in my description. Oh, did I forget the word players? Is that what the error is? It does also feature. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. I think I fixed it. I think the knight is too good right now. Maybe. Maybe a little bit. And double bait from Ruben. We haven't seen much of any Ruben. Any bait. And Ruben playing double bait, so keeping the variance up pretty high. Fireball for the princess. Pretty easy choice there. NATO goes to work. Ruben still ahead, though. SK Gaming saying that, is that actually SK Gaming in the chat? Let me go find out. Because I can't click on it, darn it. Someone whose name is SK Gaming in the chat saying Bruce Lee one-man punch would kill John Jones in one hit. Maybe. Skeleton barrel to the left-hand lane. Gob barrel goes inside this time, and I like that Ruben's starting to vary, and look at that. A lot of damage coming in. Bar barrel comes out. Is Nikola time traveling? That bar barrel came out like tomorrow. Normal surround here on the Goblin Barrel. NATO works. Skeletons get a little bit more damage, though. Currently on ladder, I am using Minor Wall Breakers, the most popular variant, the Bomb Tower, Fireball, Spears, Log, etc. Bats. Oh, look at the damage on the right-hand side. Ruben has just got Nikola spread out like a pancake. Balloon trying to sneak on through, not going to get there, though. Fireball goes to work on the right-hand side. Putting some damage down is Nikola, but Ruben's just got him totally stretched thin. Pressure on the right-hand side now from Ruben. Final 90 seconds. Let's see if Ruben starts going inside-outside again. So far, he's throwing single Goblin Barrels, so he's not going inside-outside because of that. It's too easy to read, but if he starts getting the chance to go Skeleton, Gear Barrel, God Barrel, you'll see him go inside-outside then. going to go surround again one more time. Bar barrel out of cycle, gets around much more quickly than Nikola does Ruben. And look at that, misses the princess. And this is what happens when a bait deck gets you totally just out of sorts. You start making mistakes because you're trying to keep up with so many things. Look at how much of the board. I wish we could, man, I wish we had replay there. I'd do a stop. Look at, if you go back about 7 seconds, look at how much of the board Ruben was playing on at once. He was essentially playing in all 4 quadrants. He had a princess to the left, princess to the right, goblin barrel to the left, skeleton barrel to the right. He was forcing Nikola to play the entire board at once. That is brilliant Clash Royale, and that's why Ruben is, by most accounts, #1 in the world right now. That's a big part of why Team Queso, I mean, it is why Team Queso are world champions. Without that kind of play out of Ruben, they don't hoist that trophy. Unbelievable. Just completely dominant. Completely and utterly dominant. Oh, I thought we were going to the winning screen. Was that game 1? Was that just game 1? Pat Clash saying need more face cams. If players have them. Not all players have the face cam set up at home. Love the casting. Rich, hey, Milo, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Let's see. What's going on? Okay, yeah, just be nice in the chat. There you go. But cool. Kept the pressure really high. Yeah, Ruben knew how to put that barrel a little further. Should know how to put that barrel a little further. Ack. Why would he put the barrel further? Haley? Haley? Like, juke barrels don't work very much against good players. And if I'm triggering somebody because they're like, I get caught by juke barrels all the time. Sorry. But juke barrels rarely ever work against good players. You might see them go inside-outside a bit, right? You might see them go inside by 1, go outside by 1. But like the full-on deep barrel that's like, let me trick you to misplay your log or whatever, that rarely works against good players. Look, the juke barrel rarely works against me, and I'm a 6K player. And these are 8K players we're talking about, so that's why you don't see him doing that much. Can you make the arena bigger? Najib, I would say this broadcast is in portrait mode, but if you open up your YouTube in your browser rather than your app, you can use pinch to zoom and fill the whole screen with the gameplay. Joe, I'm by myself, so I'm good. Yeah, juke barrels for mid-ladder. Like if I almost never fall for juke barrel, and I'm only a 6K player, so these guys aren't going to fall for it. Will I cast tomorrow's Asia matches? No, if you want to watch Asia tomorrow, go ahead and follow the link I sent for you guys right there. That's going to be Cashman on Twitch, casting CRL Asia and LATAM for this entire tournament. So notice that Ruben, like immediate King Tower activation there. Notice Ruben's going to go corner, inside, outside, but he's not going to go with the super deep juke barrel. Not often, at least. You only analyze results. Mugi is better as a player overall.
Yay.
I mean, but what metric do you measure that by, right? Is Mugi better? How do you judge that? Ruben is world class. Ruben is one of the top 3 players in the world, and he has the results to go along with it, right? So it's the hard question of how do you measure that Mugi's better than Ruben in that situation? Could you say that they're equally good? Maybe. But then Ruben has the results to back it up. How many trophies do I actually have right now? I don't know, 5K something? Haven't really started a push yet this season. So guys, Ruben's on the top, Nikola's on the bottom. I don't know why it got switched around, but it did. R in the chat on there. This is made to be viewed in portrait mode or in landscape mode on like computers and stuff like that. But you can view the gameplay just by itself by opening this up in your browser and using pinch to zoom to fill with the screen. I don't know why they got the backwards here. So they are going to fix the game. If we go to a game 3 here, they will get it flip-flop back around. They just clicked the wrong spectate this time. Princess down for Ruben. And again, as we're talking about watching Ruben play double bait. That's a nice NATO there to clean up, just what I was about to talk about. So Ruben sets up second Princess behind King Tower to the left-hand side. And this time Ruben's not playing, and you see he went for the outside corner here this time. Ruben's not spreading the field as much, hasn't had to. But as you can see now, Nikola's starting to get back into the game. I wonder if Ruben does start switching lanes here a little bit. See the Princess now going to go for the top right quadrant of the screen, forcing the poison to the opposite side. NATO work from Nikola, definitely good in this game. Barb Barrel comes out perfectly this time, well timed. So Princess working on the right-hand side, will demand a poison if they want to take it off, otherwise NATO to try to pull it in. Poison gets on the Dart Goblin instead, Log to clean up a lot of the rest of that. 2 Princesses down. No protection for the high one, though. So she does fall. Barb Barrel now with the NATO out of cycle. Takes care of the Goblin Barrel. But is there anything for the Skeleton Barrel here? Fireball comes in, pushes some stuff around, and no Skeletons connect, but damage is in either way. 7:31 remaining left-hand side. Final 24 seconds. Graveyard in here for Nikola. Graveyard and Poison. Now Goblin Barrel forced to use the NATO, and one Goblin gets one stab. 6:32 remains on that left-hand tower. Ruben still in the lead. Skeleton Barrel down. Baby Dragon at the bridge working on the Princess. Good kite there with the Skeletons out of Ruben to keep that Dark Goblin alive a little bit longer. Barb Barrel in, taking for the Graveyard. Opposite side, here goes the Goblin Barrel, knowing that Barb Barrel's out of cycle to secure the victory. Ruben gets the clean 2-0 win here and continues to be absolutely, unequivocally dominant. Zakina Fuzzby saying, MVP of the day seems to be Rich's glasses. Yeah. Always fresh, dude. Always fresh. So Doom and Sob are playing their match off stream right now. We'll give you updates on that as time goes on. Of course, you can also use the Appgrade app, AppGrade. It's the one that's right over there. You can use the Appgrade app to follow along on your own as well with those results. So Nikola and Sob playing off stream right now, which means that our next matchup should be. We just saw Ruben and Nikola. Oh no, Dominik and Sob playing off stream right now. So we should be seeing Soking and Youssef next, I believe, is the one that is our next matchup. So we'll see that in just a minute. Let's take a look. John Jones or Bruce Lee? John Jones. He's got too much weight on him, and Bruce Lee was amazing for his time. But in that point, at this point, John Jones is, yeah, I think he would hurt him. Will I cast Asia matches tomorrow? I will not. Asia will be right here. Go ahead and take that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings for the moment. As you can see, Ruben way at the top because he's Ruben. 3-0 so far in matches. And, oh, I missed the rest of it, but it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and jump into our next game. Soking and Youssef coming up next. Trying to fight their way out of the bottom of the table. Marco, that's not fair. I already complimented your glasses, didn't mention me. I don't mention everybody, but Hunter, thanks for liking the glasses. Marco, thanks for liking the glasses. Everybody who says a thing, thank you for being nice. Anybody who's being nice and positive, thanks for doing that. Keep on doing that. By the way, talk about being nice. Let's get some likes on the video. We're at 394 likes, but 1,100 concurrents. So go ahead, throw some likes on this video, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Get up in this. Because I am the home for all of the Bren Chong Cup 2, plus a bunch of other stuff happening this year. Giant Skelly getting into enemy territory. Piggy's behind. Ice Wiz will get blown up. And Youssef, oh boy. Youssef, I don't know if you know this, but you're supposed to stop your tower from being destroyed. whole lot of trouble here for Youssef, and look at that. Tower in dire straits, plus way behind on Elixir. Soking, looking good so far. First 90 seconds away, and a big hole to dig out of for the Italian. Oh yeah, that's actually a really good reminder. Thank you very much for the reminder of your little Nimbus. Guys, I have launched a second channel as well for mobile gaming in general. And if you want to check that out, you can go ahead and subscribe to that channel here. Let me go ahead and throw that. Why can't I get to my chat? What is happening? Why is my computer falling apart? That's weird. For some reason, I can no longer access the live chat. That's strange. Let me go ahead and try that one more time. There we go. Huh. That's really weird. There we go. There's my other channel, guys, if you guys want to see my other channel. That's for mobile gaming in general. Soking gonna lock this one down. And GG, well played. Soking with game number 1. Yeah, guys, I have linked in the chat. If you want to, I have a second channel that's launching just for mobile gaming overall, not just for Clash Royale. Clash Royale will all be here, all my CRL esports stuff, right here on this channel. But if you want to see other mobile gaming content, including as more Supercell stuff comes out, that will be over primarily on the Slaton Mobile Gaming channel. So go ahead and check that out. Do appreciate your support. No Candy Only Wi-Fi saying, honestly, I think Giant Skeleton needs a rework. You might be right. You could be correct there. I don't know. But it definitely is. I don't know. That's an interesting question. That's a really interesting question. What do you guys think? Do you think Giant Skeleton needs a rework? I think the card's in a pretty good plot, a pretty good place, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Scrooty Tootie, I do appreciate the support. And yeah, there's... Let me go ahead and give this to you guys one more time. Boom. There's that link one more time for if you want to do the Slaton Mobile Gaming, the general mobile gaming channel, of course. But this channel right here is your home for Clash Royale esports. Besides the Clash Royale esports page, which just passed 1 million subs, guys. Clash Royale esports is at 1 million subs. Catch me up, fellas. And ladies, Soking versus Youssef game number 2. Soking up 1 at the moment. And by the way, if you want to know more about the tournament in terms of specifically the rules for the event, there's the rules in the chat right now. Hog. Youssef is running this Hog P.E.K.K.A. Mini Princess deck a lot. Everyone should be planning to play against that one of the games in this matchup. Are you excited for Soking's comeback for this event, Rich? I always love seeing Soking play. I love his passion. You know, no matter where you think Soking is in terms of ranking at any given moment, he's a fun guy to play because he cares so much. He's so passionate. Some of my favorite shots of players celebrating are of Soking, with the arm pump, the tapping his forearm, all that stuff. I love a great passionate player. Hey, Sandy, the OP mod in the chat on YouTube. Good to see you, Sandy. Princess high from Youssef. Log should come in here. Yep, gets the Princess 2, but the Mini P.E.K.K.A. will get some free pancakes. Ooh, boy, that's 2. And Soking calling the good game here. Got caught flat-footed. Didn't catch the Mini P.E.K.K.A., and that's a GG. I mean, I think Soking could still make a play because of the specific graveyard deck he's playing, and I hope he does go for it, but yeah, here we go. Mini P.E.K.K.A. goes to the left-hand side. Decent pickup. Soking needs to make sure he gets the right-hand tower down, not the left-hand tower. You do not want to play crosswise, although this is, of the graveyard decks, this is the best graveyard deck to play crosswise. He does not want to be in that situation if he doesn't have to be. And that's a good... Oh, Soking just gave everything to that rocket. Oh, boy. Soking just gave all the things to that rocket. He has to go in hard and just try for it. Here he goes. The log prediction for the princess doesn't get her. Smart low play there from Youssef. And we're going to be all tied up here 1-1. That rocket took all the things. That rocket was like, it was like, hey, here's a mortar, and here's a knight, and here's a cannon cart, and here's my birthday cake, and here are my hopes, and here are my dreams. And the rocket went all at once. That was brutal. That was a brutal rocket. It was a heat-seeking rocket, says Sakina Fuzzbee. Omatayo, Youssef was given a Christmas present with that rocket. Yeah, there was a lot going on there with that there rocket. Guys, tomorrow, by the way... Oh, Nerf of the Log made a difference. Ooh, good point. Good point. Nerf of the Log made a difference. Very, very true. I am having a guest commentator tomorrow. No announcement yet, but I'm really excited about it. It will be fun. Just so you guys know, you good, they pro. Like, bro, you're watching them. They're not watching you. People in chat always want to say that they're better than these guys, which is why I love that CRL is now open to everybody. Guys, if you're in the chat and you're watching this and you're going, I'm better than all these people, well, guess what? CRL is open to top 1,000 ladder finishers. So get yourself a top 1,000 ladder and then go win part of $1.6 million. If you're better than these guys, you can prove it now this season. In fact, this tournament had open qualifiers, so why aren't you in it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And just an aggressive Ice Golem mini P.E.K.K.A push left-hand side. And there's no zap from Youssef, but that's a lot of damage anyway. So that's not my connection, guys. As you can see that connection was at production. So we'll see if they get the game connection back up. Oh, here we go. Let's get back into it. I'm trying to make you have a heart attack. Come on, here we go, gameplay. Okay, so apparently a thing happened while we were gone. I'm not sure what it was. What did Soking ban, though? Soking's been not using his ban, I think. Rocket. It's ladder. CRL this season is ladder. You make top 1,000 ladder, you qualify for CRL every month, and it happens every single month, which means that any of you can be in CRL. Youssef one tricks this deck on ladder, explains how we got to AK. AK, yeah. Well, Hog. This is a classic Hog mini P.E.K.K.A Princess deck. Classic one. Been around for a long time. I need to order my new shades. If people talk about the shades, I have a new pair I want to order. It's pretty fresh too. And that rocket doesn't hit the balloon. Youssef. Oh, Youssef. Oh, Youssef. Oh, Youssef. That's going to be a GG. That's going to be a well played. Soking gets his win. I'm in Austin. I should just go see Chief Pat now. Just go say, I could actually bring a recording of this and show it to him. For him to do the obligatory Chief Pat reference on a Mr. Rocket. And I forgot to hit the switch button, so you see Rebel's face there for a minute, but now we're back. Oh boy, that was a thing you didn't want to have happen. Is there a good Belgian player? Maybe, I don't know. Joke's on you, my deck is made to specifically lose all matchups. I like it. I like it. Well played, sir. Well played indeed. Let's see. Imagine BMing playing lava. Well, people BM playing everything. That's what happens. So let me take a look at who we have remaining as our day goes on. Because that was Soking and Youssef. Doom and Saab took place off stream. Dominik won 2-0 over Saab. So now we have 3 matches remaining. First up going to be Bobtherock versus Bale, followed by Dominik and Nikola, which we'll see if that takes place on screen. I think that will take place on stream. We'll see. And then Ruben versus Soking. So I think it just depends on how long Bob and Bale takes. We'll see what happens. And guys, by the way, if you haven't yet, boom, link in the chat. How much did you get your gooders for? The price that they are, 25 bucks. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty fresh. Well, some of these were sent to me. Some of these they gave me because I'm a big fan. But I've personally bought like 4 or 5 pairs of gooders at this point. I think I have like between the sunglasses and the blue light ones, I think I have like 10 or 12 pairs. Let's see. Ruben currently at the top, of course, 3-0. We'll see him go one more today. Do I know Iranian/Farsi? I know a couple of words, but I don't actually speak the languages. Bobtherock currently in second. We'll see him play here in just a minute. Bale right behind him at third. They are actually tied at the moment. I don't know why they have Bob or Bale. We'll see what the tiebreaker is there. Doom, despite the loss that we just saw, despite the loss that we just saw, is still in the top 4 for the moment. He has one more match today. And then the bottom 4 right now, Saab, Soking, Youssef, and Nikola. Youssef and Nikola both playing that bagel so far in matches. So there you go. Nimbus saying, your last name throw on IG page. Guys, I'm on Instagram, @RichSlaton. You know, I actually don't even know. Can I link Insta in chat? I've never done that before. That's what happened. I was like, why can't I type things? It's that my keyboard ran out of batteries. I was like, why can't I type anything? Dead keyboard. That's why. That's got to be it, right? It's got to be this. That's got to be the problem. I can't type anything. That's really weird. Let's go into our next matchup. Bale and Bob. And my keyboard is dead. That's super weird. Let me see if I can get my keyboard connected. I literally can't look anything up. I can't type a thing. How do I work? Pig to the right-hand side, right into that mortar. Guys, I'm going to try to figure out, get my keyboard working while we're watching this game. Because it's not, and that's weird. Let's see. Keyboard battery level, 50%. Connected, charging. Okay. So why won't you type things? Huh. Well, I think my keyboard is dead. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to turn it off and on and see if that fixes the problem. Right? Isn't that usually the solution? Mortar to the right-hand side. Hogs, Mega Knight. We have not seen a ton of Mega Knight today. Oh, hey, my keyboard suddenly typed all the things but way behind. That's hilarious. Oh, nope, now it's not working at all. Okay, well, looks like my keyboard is nonsense. So, luckily, I think I can do most of this without problems. Luckily, the stream's already up and there's no issues happening. But, oh, that's weird. I can type there. There we go. Okay, let's try this one more time now. Oh, I can't type in Google for some reason. What in the world? All right, well, my computer's being super weird. Don't know why it is, but we have CRL still going. Not CRL, Clash Royale. CRL starts, well, now. CRL actually is going, just not on this stream. Mega Knight deep in enemy territory. Are these their decks, or is this random? Sorry, first time watching. Everyone picks their own decks. We don't play. You can't play random Clash Royale. It's like, well, there's random decks or whatever. It doesn't work. I should ask for a keyboard sponsor. Yeah, I should. Is that can you get a keyboard sponsor? Is that a thing? Here we go, getting ready for sudden death overtime, 1826 to 1305. Bob currently winning with the very popular Graveyard Cannon Cart deck. I think everyone says Cannon Cart Graveyard. I think that's like the more popular way to say it, right? Cannon Cart Graveyard. Tom Fennell, thanks for joining us, by the way. There's the link to sub if you want to go ahead and... You said your first time watching. Come back and watch some more. We have fun, we hang out, we talk. We watch competitive Clash Royale, learn a little bit here as we see some of the best players in the world compete for, in this case, $40,000. Yeah, I actually played against Elixir Pump today. Shout out to yesterday Elixir Pump play. I think we saw it twice. I played against Pump today. I was kind of shocked. There is a CRL tourney every month between the top 1,000. So here's how CRL works. In fact, if my, you know what, I can't. I was going to give you the link to the CRL website, but for some reason I cannot type in Google. My Chrome is broken. Let me try this. Let me try a new window and see if that works. Oh, there we go. All right, let me go to. I'm going to go to the Esports Royale website, and guys, your information on CRL. Is all, let's see, learn more, right? Is that the button I want to hit? Oh, that's the thing. You can go to this web page right here, the official Clash Royale esports. What is happening here? Wow. Now, my computer does not like things. Copy that. Paste that there. And let's paste that here. Guys, here is your information on CRL. You can go to that page right there, and that will give all your information on CRL, how it works, how to qualify. All the information is there. If you scroll down to where it says Learn More, you can download the whole CRL 2021 description and rules so that you can compete. But talk about competing, here we go. 5 seconds left. Will this fireball be enough? No, it will not. Bobtherock takes game number 1 here against Bale. But the big thing is, do you finish top 1,000 on ladder? So there you have it. Game number 1 goes in for Bob. How about the Wizard, though? I've heard of him. He's a weirdo beardo. Let's see. How do you qualify for Worlds, says Sam. I believe it's in the rule book. But for CRL Worlds, we based off of points that you earn throughout the year as you participate in the monthly and CRL monthly. So that will be the way that you qualify for Worlds. I don't know the exact situation. Ator, were you born with that commentator voice? I mean, it's my voice. And look, okay, if I just sit back, I'm going to sit back and kind of relax. If I just talk like this, right? We're just talking. Hi, what's up, man? You doing okay? We're watching Clash Royale. It's the Bren Chong Cup 2. I gotta admit, I have fun. It's a fun thing to watch. We saw some good action today. It's pretty cool, right? If I'm relaxing, it's not the voice, but, you know, stand up and I project a little bit. Boom. There we go. Let's go into game number 2 of Bob and Bale. So yes, born with the voice. It is my voice, but then I add a little flair to it for the commentary. If you finish top 1,000 and somebody logged into your account a month ago besides you got banned. Yeah, probably. Don't count share, guys. Don't break if you want to compete in CRL, don't break terms of service. Also, just don't break terms of service. Just obey the rules. Yeah, kind of like chess, for sure, in terms of qualifying. Hey, Sandra, glad you're enjoying the stream, the battles and the hang and all that. Looking like Electro Giant for Bob, and Bale probably going Loon. There you go, Loon to the opposite direction. Icewiz not in cycle. NATO will be, and Bob's going to take the shot from the balloon and NATO King Tower here. And if your Ice Wiz out of cycle, it's the best option. And there goes Ice Wiz to the left-hand side. And there goes Bob setting up his Electro Giant to that lane. It's going to be hard for Bob to build up significant pushes behind the Electro Giant. The lightning in. Sorry, I was reading the comment and that made me laugh. I'll get to it in a second. Bob calling a good game here because how does he stop this? Ice Wiz down, Loon behind. And pull all that together for that bomb. Balloon not going to get on tower, but Baby Dragon will. And that's more than sufficient to put a ton of damage on that left-hand tower. Oh, at what cost, though? Tesfaye. Good call there on the at what cost. I think we're going to go to a game 3 here. It has the feeling of a game 3. Could it not happen? Absolutely. Do I think it will happen? Absolutely. And there you go. Balloon's going to come on in. NATO will just delay the moment a little bit longer. Good game. Well played. Game number 3 on its way. A little vamos there from Bale. Let's see. Is there another live stream tomorrow? Sander, yes, there is. We are live tomorrow, and then the day after that, 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 and then the day after that. Are you getting the picture here? We're live for a lot of days right here. Of course, all of the Bren Chong Cup EU and NA action is here. All of the Asia and LATAM action on the link in the chat. That's going to be Cashman doing live on Twitch for all that stuff. And the thing that made me laugh was someone asked on, Milliken asked over on the Twitch chat, Rich, you're really good at explaining Clash Royale, but can you explain Bren Chong logo's upper lip? I don't know, is that supposed to be a mustache maybe? I'm not entirely sure. But, or it's like Zoidberg from Futurama. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? Nice 2 screens. Oh, yeah, I got the double screen going. Boom. Yeah, I'm monitoring things over here and I'm watching things over here. Got the whole shebang flying today. And we should be getting game number 3 here in just one moment. Take a look at the chat here for a minute. Bobtherock with the wow. Yeah. Thoughts on a format where players draw a number and play a deck assigned to that number? I dislike that tremendously. I think that deck prep is a very, very important part of competitive Clash Royale. And whether you're doing it in the duel format or doing it in band format, whatever it is, deck prep is key. So that's my opinion. Cashman was asking how you made the Bren Chong logo dance at Rich Slaton. I asked them to send me the Bren Chong logo. And then I got a version of the overlay that didn't have the logo on it, and I put it in there. Cash can get the same thing I have. And when Lava Hound works, dude. When Lava Hound works, it might be the most frustrating thing ever. Bale NATO's all that back. You saw Bale looking at just sitting back there watching, just being like, come on. Don't be this. Don't be this. Yeah, Brighton, the schedule's not going to get moved around. The schedule is what it is because we're coordinating streamers in multiple languages throughout the world. So schedule is what it is, Brighton. In terms of your individual games, you can talk to the league ops about that, but the actual when it occurs overall is what it is. And Bob, way ahead on Elixir, can just sit back, relax, play some defense. Bale's just looking, trying to think, what the heck do I do here? He might go balloon opposite lane. Might go Barb Barrel Loon opposite lane here. Nope, just going to go right into it. Inferno Dragon right behind, no way to reset it. Brings it back with the NATO, doesn't get the connection. Does wipe off a bunch of stuff, though, which is good. Miner goes right to the Ice Whiz as that explodes, and with 37 seconds left, it's feeling worse and worse for the Spaniard. Cashman does not go live on YouTube. I will be uploading some of the replays from Cashman's streams here on my YouTube channel, guys. So if you do want to see some of the Asia and LATAM streams, he's been nice enough to let me use them here on the YouTube channel. So you'll be able to see some of those. Yeah, Bale's frustrated, knows he can't do anything about this. GG there. And there we go. Bobtherock taking the win here over Bale, and Bob, I believe, still undefeated 4-0 in this group stage of the tournament. Haley asking, how did I get where I am right now? Check out the interview with Rose. It tells you a lot of my story is there on his interview on YouTube. Who is Bren Chong, by the way? A guy who loves Clash Royale and invests a lot in it. Supports, he's a production partner with CWA. Let's see. How'd you start streaming for Clash Royale? Again, check out Rose's interview. You become Baphomet saying, absolutely killer shades. You know, you've become one of the most inspiring and positive forces in the CR scene. Utmost respect from Finland. Hey, thank you very much, man. Do appreciate it. Try to bring as much positivity as I can to this whole thing. You know, a lot of people are not super positive about stuff, and if I can make things a little bit nicer, I like it. Here we go. Standings so far. We have only a couple more matches left today. Again, this is not the end of match play for this group. This is the first half of this group's match play. They will be returning 5 days from now for their second set of matches. I believe 5 days from now. Is that right? A number of days from now, they'll be returning. So this is only going to be only half of their match play today. But you can see Ruben and Bob both undefeated at 3-0 up there at the top. Bob might be at 4-0 now. I have to double check on that one. You can see Bale and Doom. Yeah, let me double check. Let me double check there. I think maybe those rankings are a bit behind. And here we go, Bale versus Nikola. So Bale having to go back-to-back here. Oh, no, it's Dominik versus Nikola. I just had I was like, wait, what? Our second to last match of the day. Ruben and Soking will be the final of the day. Bob and Ruben will be playing tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on their next day on the 16th is when this group reconvenes. And that, I believe, is when Bob and Ruben will be playing. It'll be the last match for both of them. Rich, do you have any comedy content? If so, where can we find it? You can Google Rich Slaton Comedy or YouTube Rich Slaton Comedy. You'll find some of it. And then, of course, I have one video of my stand-up on my channel here. Subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and get it. Doom Lava's up. Anyone play D2 on here? What, Diablo 2? I used to. I've been playing Diablo Immortal during the technical alpha. And Ram Rider switches off the balloon. Will the balloon connect? And it does. Oh, wow. Balloon does connect. So does Ram Rider. Nikola comes out behind of that one. But he does have the huge damage on the right-hand side. So the dual lane pressure does pay off for Nikola. Lava goes up to the left-hand side. And Jonathan, to ask your question, pretty cool. I have some videos about it on my other YouTube page, on Slaton Mobile Gaming. My second page. which I'll be updating more frequently very soon. But I just put a bunch of stuff there for that on there. Here we go. Ram Rider going to go right into the barbs. Fireball not going to be there in time. It's a real late fireball there from Nikola. Not sure if that fireball was the move, but it does prevent a bigger counter push from building. But look at how far behind he is on Elixir. This Ewa is going to die. You have a healthy Lava Hound going down into your weak side tower. I think Doom's got this one. I think Doom has this one. Lets the Barb go, though. 370 on the right-hand side. Some good defense here. Nikola could steal this one. Ram Rider needs to not switch off the Balloon. Balloon does go down in time. Ram Rider connects, but I'm not worried about the Ram Rider play, I don't believe. Although Ram Rider now going to take that lead back. So Nikola now with the lead in both lanes. It felt like Doom had it. And so here's the thing, this Lava Hound is guaranteed to get tower damage. Slow, but guaranteed. Oh, but one recruit on the left-hand side. Zap has to come out, and the stab on the right. 80 seconds left. Doom setting up with the Balloon and the Mega Minion. And the connection on the right-hand side, Nikola takes the win. Was the Ram Rider stunning both the Mega Minion and the Balloon at the same time? I always thought the Ram Rider stun was single target, not splashy. Am I totally off base there? Okay. I thought Ram Rider stunned one target at a time. I didn't realize it would target both. Crazy. I don't know why I thought that. Or did I just see that wrong? It does more than one. I guess if they're all clumped like that. Nutty. Absolutely nutty. I don't play against Ram Rider very much. It's not around. A lot of people are playing it. Yeah, it's not splash, but it retargets the non-slow target. So it goes bam, 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 bam. Fascinating. I don't know why. I guess I knew that, but I guess this felt weird. He just retargets real quick. Crazy. Crazy. I don't know why that seems so surprising to me. I've watched Ram Rider so many times. All right, cool. Let's see. If there's multiple targets, it's like one at a time. Okay, cool. All right, so... yeah, look at, dude, I'm going to show you guys Rebels. Oh, no, I was going to show you Rebels Camry. I was going to show you that fresh Team Queso jersey, the World Finals jersey one more time. RF in the chat. Really? Where? I didn't see RF. Oh, there he is. Stun lasts long enough to stop 2, says RF. There we go. What's up, bud? RF tuning in to watch some Bren Chong Cup. Interesting. Of course, his teammate AC has said that there's no chance of an RF comeback. But I guess he couldn't stay away from watching some of the action. And Doom lava's up. And Dominik running what I can only describe as a very toxic Lava Hound deck. Which you might say, Rich, that just means it's a Lava Hound. Yes, I understand your point. But also, this is nutty. Skarmy goes to the right-hand lane. And Doom has BM'd Chris Whitthorne saying, yo, is this really live? Yeah, it is. This is actually live. Rich, you know what the commentator's curse is, and has it happened to you often? Yeah, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. And Zap gets the bats down. Balloon will not connect, but death damage in. And give me 1 second here, folks. see this will work. All right, that did work there for a second. Cool. There you go, guys. There's the link to my alternative YouTube channel, Slaton Mobile Gaming, my second channel. And that's going to be 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, and Tawa down. Nikola calling the good game here. And I guess knowing that Doom is a lava guy, so he goes ahead and throws the Inferno Tower in there. Works out nicely for him. And there we go, balloon to the right-hand side. Will it connect? Bats, stop it, because the zap not available for the bats. And Nikola just going to go ahead and BM the heck out of Dominik. And honestly, with the amount that Dominik has BM today, you know, going to get a little bit of your own there, bud. Oof. Oof. GG, well played. Nikola takes the win over Doom. Nice work for him. And we're now down to our last match of the day. Ruben versus Soking. Going to be our final today. Kaiser Soze saying, hey, Rich, can you share your address in case I run into you? That would be cool. Yeah, it's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Washington, District of Columbia. I forget the zip, though. But that's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is my address. In the summertime when I'm vacationing, it's 10 Downing Street in London. So go ahead and write those down. Make sure you don't miss me. BM because of the blatant snipe. Yeah, it was a pretty blatant snipe. Slash also, there's been a lot of BM on the other way today. So there you go. Standings at this point. Ruben and Bob still at the top. Doom. Yeah, let's go ahead and get those numbers changed because those numbers are inaccurate. And those aren't what numbers are. Those are not what numbers are. So there you go. Can I share the positions, please? That was them. You can find all the positions at Appgrade. APPGRADE. Man, if Omatayos, I'm saying, why would you share that stuff? Because I don't care if you come visit me at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. during the rest of the year or in the summertime at 10 Downing Street, London. I do not care if you visit me at one of those 2 addresses. Come by. Say hi. It'll be fun to see you there. If you see me at either of those 2 addresses, I will happily... You know what? If you visit me at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C., or at 10 Downing Street, London, I will give you a baby dragon if you visit me at those addresses. There you go. Here's the rankings so far. Oh, and I guess they're gone. I guess we're going to go ahead and jump into our last match of the day. Soking and Ruben. Do I know any words in German, Rich? Isn't cough head? Like the head on your body? I don't really know. 9 is no, right? That's about all I know. But I get kids caught with those addresses. Yes, guys, go visit me at my address. Wait, Ruben's running... What? Ruben is running the witch. No way. No way. All right. I guess Ruben is just like, I'm guaranteed to qualify, might as well do it. No way. Mother Witch is a weird name, by the way. Right, isn't it? Especially because she looks like a grandma, not a mom. Old queso versus new queso. Good point. Very good point. And I'm just fascinated by what's happening here. 3-3 split. Hog Rider, 6-man, Miner, Mother Witch. This is bananas. Hold on, did Azili's team start picking Ruben's decks? I like seeing what Ruben's doing. This is full nutty. And the Hog Rider connects on the right-hand side with protection on top of it. Bomber. Oh, no. Bomber gets away, too. That right-hand tower is in a world of hurt. Miner spears to the right-hand lane. Soking calls good game. Mother Witch comes out to put a capper on it. And wow. Just absolute wow. Absolute wow. Absolute wow. Wow. Mother Witch, Miner, Bobber, Hog Rider. What? What? Ooh, the world looks weird after being behind sunglasses this long. Back on. Made my eyesight had like shifted for the sunglasses. The colors of the world were all wrong. It was tripping me out. You ordered pizza for both my address at the White House and at the Prime Minister's residence in London. Oh, thank you very much. Has anyone picked up on the jokes yet, guys? Some of these things are jokes. I think they're going to update the scoreboard here in a second. There we go. Ruben up 1. Soking bans nothing. Someone said if you give cards and some... Dennis saying if you give cards and some sticks to Ruben, he will win. Yeah. That's about right. Yeah, Ruben was playing draft in that game. He's just so good. It's so crazy how good he is. Doing the same, just playing it again. Just running it right back. Hog will connect for 1, I think. Yep, gets 1 in. First minute away. Soking has the lead this time. This is not dual mode, guys. This is a ban on first loss mode for this one. Matthias, I'm not going to randomly say a word in another language. I'm not going to fall for that one. Matthias saying, please say, and then put some word in German, I think. That, not going to just say words in other languages on stream that I don't know. Just, I've been around long enough to know that that's not a thing that you do. And by that I mean, I'm older than 8. And one little magical pig goes to the left-hand tower. And Cannon Cart will not connect. By the way, guys, as you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, full calendar and results on Appgrade. Mortar down for Soking in the left-hand lane. I'm not going to trust any of you telling me what that means, Hog or Hog Rider. I'm not going to try. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. And the Cannon Cart does connect on the left-hand side, so maybe using this troll deck 2 times in a row not going to pay off here for Ruben. Ruben, oddly enough, is my Hebrew name. Ruben. In case you guys were curious. Bomber behind the 6-man on the right-hand side. A guy with the name Controversy is My Creed has given me another foreign word a word in another language to say that I don't know. Yes, if I wasn't going to trust a guy with a normal name, I'm not going to trust the guy whose name is Controversy is My Creed. Hey, my name is Sells Fake Watches. Want to buy a Rolex? 3-3 split one more time here for Ruben. Bomber down low with the spears in the graveyard to defend. And there you go. Hog Rider connects right-hand side. Bomber behind. Knight trying to stop it. I'm not sure if it's going to matter. Bomber's in both lanes. And what in the world? Everyone's going to go play this now. The Odyssey for sure, Jonathan. Odysseus went on an Odyssey, and that's where it's all about. Ruben played nonsense and wins because he's Ruben. Ruben just played Mother Witch, Miner, Hog Rider, Bomber, 6-man, a partridge in a pear tree. And oh man, those lights are bright after wearing sunglasses for hours. Ruben's good. Can I say Have 14? Yes, I can. Have 14. Well, that happened. Let's go ahead and look at the standings as they are so far. Ruben, of course, 4-0 at the top. Bob right behind him at 3-0. Bale at 2-1 so far. And because of that, has the lead over Doom, who is even at 2-2. Saab, Nikola, Soking, and Youssef down at the bottom. Youssef pretty much facing elimination. Needs to win out to have a shot. Is it possible with how Bob and Ruben are playing that a 3-4 player makes it to the next stage? It is absolutely possible, but going to be difficult for a 3-4 player to make it. So nobody eliminated yet, but we'll see who is actually able to go through and who is not to go through. Guys, I hope that you really enjoyed this stream today. I certainly enjoyed having you guys here and having you guys all be a part of it. We are, of course, back tomorrow with Group D, which will be very exciting as well. Of course, in that group will include Ruben's teammate, IMJP. I forget who else is in Group D tomorrow. Let me go ahead and bring up the Group D description so I can tell you guys who we're seeing tomorrow, which will also be phenomenal. Group D tomorrow is IMJP, Belly, Have 14, Buffmac, Matthew, Runbar, Hugo, and Omer. So that's tomorrow's Group D lineup. I hope to see you guys right back here. It's going to be 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central European time. And, of course, we're back here right after that with Part 2 of Group A. And we'll be doing all the way for EU through the next 5 days of action. And then, of course, starting right after that, we go to the North American group. Don't forget to follow Cashman on Twitch in order to follow along with Asia and LATAM for those regions. And I'll be putting some of those videos, like I said, up on my channel fairly soon if you want to follow along and check out those two regions here on YouTube. And, of course, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of this. Like this video, obviously, as well, to give a little bit of love. And don't forget to ring the bell so that you get notifications so you know when we go live with the next edition of the Bren Chong Cup 2. That's it for today. I'm going to end the YouTube stream here, then go find someone on Twitch to give a nice little host to and spread the love. It's been fun hanging with you guys, and I will see you back here tomorrow. I'm Rich Slaton, and this is the most fun place for Clash Royale esports.